Did it right.
I mean, that's probably a good way to start, to be fair. But hello. Welcome to another episode of the Lost in the Bergsals podcast. We've got an action-packed pod today. We're going to go over, the whole season of House of the Dragon, season 2. The finale was yesterday, so we're going to try and get this out as soon as possible to you guys and give our thoughts and feelings. 4-man up. Anubis is currently on his way from... I don't know, chasing dragons or being chased.
He's Batman, bro.
He doesn't beat the allegations.
So
he's chasing sheep stealer, innit?
because we're short on time, I'm going to skip asking you guys how you are. Hopefully you're all okay. But yeah, I guess we'll take it away from there.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't care. We don't have time to waste.
Yeah, I'm tired as hell.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start with a game, actually, because we don't really do anything like that.
We should do more of those, I agree.
Yeah, we should. So it's a nice little House of the Dragon game. I don't know how well structured it's going to be, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and ask each of you sort of one by one. So I'm going to say either a dragon, the rider, or whatever, and you have to guess. So if I say this dragon, I'm going to ask you who the rider is.
It's going to be too easy for me, bro.
It depends how well you've been watching the show.
I am deep into this shit.
I know you would be, but there's a few more.
I feel like he would know past dragon riders.
Oh,
as well.
I know all the
He'll be able to tell you the year they were born.
Yeah, I know all this.
What color the egg was.
Even
how
the
big they
directors
were.
made a mistake. Because you know the eggs that she gave,
Actually,
the eggs she gave the other one to take and
Rhaena.
The directors were saying that's the one that Danny actually got, but it's not. If you actually look at the books, he got it from a shy, but
I know the main ones. Outside of that, nah.
Right. Okay. So I'll start with you, Anthony, seeing as you know the main ones. So the dragon Vermax, who is its rider?
Vermax. That's Rhaenyra, no? That's not Rhaenyra.
Incorrect. Sang. The question goes to you.
Vermax.
Jesus. Who rides the dragon Vermax?
crazy.
Is it Aegon?
Nope.
Nah, it's not
Wait,
him.
which mic are you going into?
This one.
Oh, okay. Precious.
It's easy, man.
Go on.
It's Jace.
Yes, Jacaerys.
Oh, okay.
Valarian.
He's the only one I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Who cares about that dragon?
Okay, everyone else I know.
Yeah.
That's an NPC dragon, man.
Let's see.
That's
Let's
NPC.
see then. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay,
not.
so Precious.
He knows Vermax.
Doesn't matter, man. Just use me as the fact checker. I'm gonna know everything.
Okay, so Adam of Hull. What dragon
Oh, that's
does
easy.
he ride?
But
Come on, sea smoke.
Okay, cool. That's a point for Precious.
Oh, okay. I had to think of who Adam of Hull.
See, it's a bit,
But
it's a bit,
it's a black guy.
it's a bit trickier than you think. All right, Sang.
yeah, go on.
Who rides the dragon Caraxes?
Caraxes.
This is too
See,
easy.
I'm saying, if you've been paying attention to the show,
It's too easy.
come on, man, it's too easy.
I'm getting pissed off if you're thinking this long.
There's only two. Is
Come
it
on,
Daemon?
Yes, Daemon.
Okay,
well done.
okay.
Wow,
I
that
was
was
gonna
a
say Rhaenyra,
long
you know.
time. Might have to start doing a timer.
Innit?
Anthony,
Mm.
this one might be difficult. What was the name of the dragon ridden by Lucerys Valarian?
Lucerys Valarian. Lucerys.
So,
Oh, wait. Lucerys is... Oh.
And they go, got chomp.
The kid who died.
yeah,
Mm.
Rhaenyra's son. You don't know his
He's
dragon
not a
name?
main one anymore.
Oh, come on.
He's the first one to go.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember his baby dragon.
All right, Precious.
Arax.
Arax, well done.
His name's Arax.
Arax,
What's what
yeah.
happened to him? Oh, the dragon died.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
We
That's why.
just said it, that's the
Yeah, I forgot that the dragon got eaten up as well.
There may also be a couple tricks in here, so be careful.
Okay.
Listen to the wording. See, the ones for Precious are just all going to be very easy. Who rides the dragon Moondancer?
Oh, I know
Baylor.
that one.
Baylor Targaryen, yes, that's right.
Who's Baylor?
Sang.
Who's Baylor? Go on.
The daughter.
Baylor is the daughter of
She's
Daemon.
the best
and-
character
Iron
in the
Blood
show.
on Fire.
Yeah.
Because
What's the
there's
mom's
two
name? Is
daughters.
it
I don't know
Lena?
their names.
Yeah.
The one
it's
with the-
Lena, yeah.
The one with the dragon.
Oh, the one with the dragon. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the one
the,
without
the
the dragon?
older of the
Rhaena.
sisters?
Rhaena. Okay.
Yeah, Rhaena and Baylor. Sang, who is the now rider of Vermithor?
Oh, that's the one whose daughter died, isn't it?
Vermithor's last rider.
I don't think they'll know that. Yeah, I know you'd know that, but
Is it Hugh?
yeah.
Okay.
It's Hugh Hammer. Anthony,
Yes.
who is the current? Oh, I don't know if I've said this one already. I should be ticking these off. Give me a sec.
Just say it. We'll tell you.
Who is the rider of Dreamfire?
Dreamfire.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
They said in this last episode too.
Mm-hmm.
Dreamfire. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Dreamfire is now dead.
No, Dreamfire is very much alive.
Very much. Okay. So
Very
it's
much alive.
Oh, I know who it is.
Dreamfire. So it's not. It's not. I thought.
The clue's in the name, bro.
That is actually a big clue. I didn't even realize that.
Okay, I mean, if you're saying dream, the only person I can think of is Daemon.
We
Nope.
know that is
Nope.
wrong because
Yeah.
you
Oh,
answered the
'cause he said that
question.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's dreaming then?
Think.
Who's dreaming?
Dreamfire.
Who had a dream?
Martin Luther King.
Oh. I mean, everyone's had a dream.
Martin Luther King.
I think he'd be quite happy if he saw who was
Wait, to
riding
be
the
fair, he
dragons
guessed
right
Damon,
now.
so it's wrong. Precious.
It's Helena,
Yes, well done.
the daughter.
Yeah, Eamon was
Helena.
asking her to ride
Greens.
Dreamfire.
The one with all the visions.
Your
and
sister.
shit, talking weird.
You know who?
She doesn't ride your dragon.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
She's the dragon rider for Dreamfire.
They've never
yeah.
shown her on a dragon, but her
She
dragon.
ran away from it.
No.
She says she doesn't
She
want
doesn't want to burn.
Yeah, she doesn't want to
anyone.
burn people, but yeah.
I know current riders.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
is a
I know.
current rider.
She's not a current rider.
She will be.
She's a current screamer at the moment. But I do like her character growth. But anyway.
Okay, so for this one, who is the dragon Stormcloud associated with?
Stormcloud.
Stormcloud.
Interesting. Is that
Oh.
in this show?
Yeah?
That's a
Oh, we got
good
him.
one. All right, you've hit one that I'm not sure of. Stormcloud. It's not going to be for the greens.
We got like 3 dragons.
So, yeah,
Stormcloud.
so it has to be...
Oh, I have an idea. Hey, come on, bruv. Time's wasting. Let's go.
Stormcloud. No, I don't want to waste too much time.
Okay.
can I
it would
just-
be, yeah, go on.
Is it Damon's first wife?
No.
Oh.
It's
Damon's first wife.
one of
Black girl.
one of
Black girl.
Rhaenyra's sons. I think it's
Dragons, what's it called?
Aegon the younger.
Oh,
they have dragons too?
Yeah, you know to see the little baby
Damon's
dragon
kids,
for like
yeah.
one.
Yeah, fair enough,
one of
fair
Damon's
enough.
Have
kids.
they ever
yeah.
referenced that
That was,
name?
yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
sneaky one. To
Well, you
catch you.
you see it
You see
when
it, but
You
you,
see
the
it
kids
in
playing
in
and then
Eric-
Stormcloud is there,
in the
innit?
video,
So that's why I said
Ah.
associated.
His wife's dragon's Vega, no?
Oh, it's Vega, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it Vega?
Yeah, it was. Well, she
Oh,
was
was
the
it?
rider.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a good tricky one to hit me with.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was nice.
You guys get
This
little
one,
baby
this one
dragons.
might be difficult. Sang. What is the name of the dragon ridden by Daemon Targaryen?
Daemon.
Daemon, yeah.
Is that one of Rhaenyra's sons?
He's
Oh,
actually
wait,
got one of the
who's
sickest
Daemon?
names.
Yeah, it's the best name, I think.
That's one of Rhaenyra's sons. Oh no, it's one of Alicent's sons.
Alicent's
isn't it?
son. Yeah, it's the one we haven't seen.
Well, technically.
Well,
we
technically,
have.
technically we have at the end.
And they've mentioned it.
Yeah,
What did we see?
at the end
This
of
last episode.
you know, like in the last like 5 minutes where everyone's kind of marching towards.
Wait, do we see
something.
him?
Yeah, you see there's a dragon that looks kind of blue.
Oh,
Couple wings.
man.
Yeah,
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Anthony?
He must
Yeah, I
be.
don't know.
He must be like 5 years old.
Nope.
Nah,
Precious.
it's not 5
More
years
than
old,
that.
so.
Tesarian.
Tesarian. Well done.
What?
Um,
Are you guys watching this with subtitles or something? How are you getting this?
they've mentioned Tesarian and Daemon
Yeah,
a couple
a couple
times throughout the
times.
season. Like
What's the name of his dragon?
Tesarian.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
best one definitely. But I think it's quite young. Like I think they said it's like
He
roughly.
just got big enough to ride.
Yeah.
Oh man, so this is all happening off screen.
Yeah, off screen.
Interesting.
Is
this like an
all right,
Essos or an
Anthony? Who is? Oh, sorry. What is the name of Rhaenyra Targaryen's dragon?
Oh, come on, that's easy.
Sang.
If
Who?
you told me the dragon name, I'd know the
You
right
know?
one.
Oh, okay,
But I
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
know.
That's what makes it a bit harder, isn't it?
Rhaenyra's one.
Yeah, Rhaenyra's
Rhaenyra's
dragon.
I thought it had
Oh,
like
she
an
says it
X
so
in it.
many times as
It
well.
does.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
she's
why I
like,
got them.
oh, my
down.
dragon's faster or something.
Mm.
What does she call it?
This is not fast.
It's not Melee's.
No.
It's not Corexes. It's not Virmax.
Nope. That was Jaceres.
Who?
What's the letter start?
Oh my days! I don't even know.
S.
Cyrax.
Cyrax.
Oh.
Hold on. I'll only do a couple more.
I might name my kid a dragon name. Those names are too sick.
Yeah, for real.
They're actually too sick.
I have a better question.
I don't think
After
there's
he finishes.
actually.
He
Yeah.
said, "Fuck your
No,
question."
no, I said after his one.
Fuck the questions.
I said after his one.
Fuck your life.
Wait, I'll do one for you two then before I finish them
Yeah,
because
go
I know
on,
you'd get this anyway.
He's like the maester of dragons over here.
Yeah, facts.
Grand maester. You're the
Who
Grand
was
Maester of
the
dragons.
last rider of Balerion the Black Dread?
Oh come on! How-
Aegon.
No,
Technically, I don't even know if they'll
he
know
must have
this
died.
because
Yeah.
it's not in the show.
How did he die?
They mention it
Isn't his skull like?
in the first season.
Wait, where's his skull?
Actually, to
Or
be
is that the
fair,
one that's the skull that's
it
in the throne
depends
room?
on. That's not the last rider of.
Is it not?
Valerian, no.
Could be.
Damn,
Is it one of
guys,
his sister wives?
the quiz is done.
Yeah.
What do you say?
No, he said
wait,
he doesn't
no.
know if that's actually the last rider.
That's not.
Is it not Viserys?
It's not. It's not. Like Viserys, according to the show.
Oh,
But
right.
it's
okay.
actually not Viserys.
Okay, well,
There's
I'm
a-
going according to the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
a. There's another.
Wait, whose skull
It was
was in
Viserys.
the Dragonstone?
That's actually not.
Is that
Well,
not Balerion?
no, it's
Nah.
another dragon, isn't it?
Well,
It's-
in
it's like-
Game of Thrones times or.
No, because
No.
there's
Is it a
one that
big
they showed
skull?
like in one of the recent episodes, I think.
Oh, that is.
You know when
Valerian.
she's speaking in front of
Is that
Nah.
Balerion?
her and Jace?
There's one that's like I don't think that's
not
Balerion.
Valerian. I think he's talking about Viserys in the set.
No. What they're talking
No.
about in this season when her and Jaceres are talking, there's a dragon's head, but I don't think
Oh,
that's
it's not-
Balerion.
that's not
I think
Balerian.
that's like
It's one of the
Taraxes
sister
or
wives.
yeah, one of the
Yeah,
sister wives dragons.
It's the one
What's
that
his name?
got killed with that arrow. didn't it?
Meraxes.
Is it Meraxes? That's it. Yeah, Meraxes. All right, last one. Actually, no, I don't think there's any point. Okay, yeah. Who rides the dragon Silverwing?
Oh. Oof.
Oaf.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Who was
cool.
the last rider of Silverwing before Oath?
His grandmother.
Ooh,
I don't know
well
her name.
done, well done, well
I'm terrible
done.
with
My
names.
man just spat that out.
Yeah, it is.
That took me aback. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
I think the rest of them are pretty easy. So I'll leave
What's
them.
her name? Queen Alicent.
Yeah, it was like.
Is it Alicent? Alicent.
Alicent,
Yeah,
yeah,
Queen
Alicent,
Alicent.
yeah. See, most of them, I think the only ones I probably wouldn't have
Wait, who's-
got.
Loki,
Who's
she's
Alicent?
my favorite dragon. I think she's my favorite dragon.
Who's Alicent?
Silverwing. Yeah, like the way she looks, I think she just looks majestic.
For a
Who's
long time,
Alicent?
I thought Vega was a.
Alicent,
was
she
a boy dragon.
Jaehaerys.
Oh yeah, I did until he
The
when we
original
did the
king just
podcast,
at the
didn't it?
beginning, his wife.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, that's the game done. You said you had.
Oh yeah,
something
I was
more.
gonna ask, where does Drogon rank among these dragons?
Very
you.
low
Yeah, no.
because of his age, innit?
Well, see, this
Because
is the
because
thing,
he called Drogon a pussy.
He's
so-
a pussy.
So I want to know like among these
Well,
dragons and House of the Dragons.
He's not gonna. Well, to be fair, like they haven't really shown these guys in battle yet. Not a lot of them, to be fair. Out of all the ones we've actually seen fight, Drogon's low.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like for the ones we haven't seen fight, it's kind
Because
of
remember,
like,
these ones
you
are a lot of them are
Well,
more-
battle ones.
Battle test.
Yeah.
maybe.
And
Yeah,
the
more
other
balanced.
thing is like one of the biggest weird things is the size of Drogon, because given how the old he was supposed to be in the show, he shouldn't have been that big by season 8.
Mm.
Compared to what we're seeing now in terms of
Yeah,
it
oh
takes
yeah,
years for
100%,
them to even
yeah.
get like to any kind of decent size. So
Yeah.
that
Like
was
Vega's
kind of,
like
there's
like a couple 100 years old, isn't it? Like,
190,
Whoa.
191.
They just keep getting bigger or something.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, with age they get
they
bigger.
keep growing until they die.
that's why Balerion was the biggest because it lived the longest.
Oh.
But Balerion was like I think just over 200 years old when he died,
Yeah.
209 or something bullshit.
And is this the only time they've had war between dragons?
No.
No, definitely.
Oh,
No.
like they've had it before.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's been lots of
Several
like, civil
times.
wars and
Okay,
stuff.
so-
It's just been a while because of Viserys and the
Right.
peace he was able to.
Actually, Jaehaerys.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Even though,
Jaehaerys,
Jaehaerys had some fights like earlier in his tenure, but like there was like 40 years at least of like peace time.
Is Jaehaerys? Did Jaehaerys?
Jaehaerys is the old man we saw at the start of the show.
Who's the Targaryen who they fight or like I guess his name is not something the cruel. It's like something the or maybe it's the cruel.
Maegor the Cruel.
Is it Maegor the cruel? And
He had a trial by 7 where he fought the fake militant. Like
oh
smoked
really?
him.
Okay.
He
Okay.
was the one to ride Balerion before Actually, I might be wrong. I think Viserys was the last one to ride Balerion.
Mm.
Basically, there was an incident where there was one of the daughters, I think Maegor's daughter or cousin or something. She rode Balerion and took him to Old Valyria, or he took her to Old Valyria, and then he got infected with like fireworms. And so he brought her back. She got infected as well. He brought her back, and then he was injured for a while. Balerion was, and then Viserys rode him, but he only flew on him once, and he was like, the old dragon is too old to take anyone anywhere. And so yeah, he was the last one to ride him.
Wait, when Anubis comes, is he just going to move around?
No, he's be there.
Or he'll sit there as well?
Yeah, I think her name was Alia.
Oh, okay.
That story is sick. You should look into it.
Yeah.
Should we start with the season
Alright.
review?
Yeah, let's go.
So we're going to do it episode by episode. Probably try and not spend more than 20 minutes on each one. Some ones will be a lot quicker, but yeah, so we'll start. So episode 1, A Son for a Son. I think, Darren, you said you had a summary of each episode.
So I'll just very, very quickly just go through the summary of what happened in the episode. So it starts off, Cregan Stark, he promises troops to Jacaerys, Velaryon for Rhaenyra. Rhaenys, when speaking to Daemon, refuses to kill Aemond and Vhagar. Rhaenyra finds Luke and Arrax's remains at Storm's End. Rhaenyra demands revenge on Aemond. Aegon II aims to be a kind king, but Otto Hightower advises toughness. Aegon involves his son Jaehaerys in the small council training. Larys manipulates Alicent's fears. Mysaria is arrested for treason but offered freedom by Daemon. Daemon recruits assassins to kill Aemond, blood and cheese. The assassins mistakenly kill Jaehaerys instead. Helena escapes to Alicent's chambers after the murder.
Yeah.
So, thoughts and feelings on the episode, things you liked, didn't like?
I think, what's it called? Like, I think one of the opening quotes of the whole episode was, duty, sacrifice, it eclipses all things, even blood. And I think you see that throughout, like, the whole show, really. And I think just the introduction to, obviously, the Starks and obviously what we already know has happened because we watched Game of Thrones, for what's beyond the wall and like do you think we were stationed here for hundreds of years or because of just mere wildlings and stuff like that. So I think it was good. I also like the fact that they sort of like overlapped it with the end of last season, so kind of everyone's finding out about the death of
Luke.
What's his name?
Lucerys, yeah.
Yeah, at the same time.
To know your own strength.
And I also kind of like the fact that we actually get to see people grieving about like all of that, because I guess it's expected. We saw her obviously declare she was gonna like. Well, I guess the look she did at the end of the season last season kind of made it look like she was gonna go into war. But I guess obviously like no one acts like that immediately. You kind of have to have a grieving process and then steel yourself, which we see later on. But I think it was overall good episode. The ending was mad as well. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, there's not much to add, to be fair. Like, I think we had like a good enough episode where you had shocking moments, you had moments that kind of like built on the drama, the dialogue, and all these kinds of like emotional scenes where you see the weight of things. So yeah, I think it was a great start, especially after the long break, which I don't understand why it's taken 2 years in between these things. But
Budget.
whatever it is. Yeah, I think first episode that was excellent. It was great, no problems with it. At this point, to say anything about that, so yeah.
We're just going episode by episode, right? So, A Son for a Son. I thought it was a very good episode. As you were saying, Precious captures a lot of emotions, especially Rhaenyra grieving over her son's death. And also like when he speaks to Cregan Stark, Jace, like they're playing the
Stark theme, man.
Yeah, the Stark theme. Yeah, it's harder, obviously, if you've watched Game of Thrones. Overall, as an episode, it's a bit mad. It's a bit crazy, but there were questions, and I was speaking to Anubis about this, and they could have maybe had done it a bit better. And here's how. The reason why we said that, or he said that mainly, is because he felt that we didn't have a connection with the son of Aegon. Because we know Aegon as a pussy from season 1. Like, let's be honest. So we don't really care about him because he's not really... He doesn't have any conviction to be king.
Sorry to interrupt, but what line are you going on for? Like, what are you saying exactly they could have done better?
So he's saying that on screen, yes, they showed Aegon's son, like in the small council chamber, and he's having fun playing with him. But do we really care that much that he died? I know it was a bit gory.
It's a kid, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a shock factor.
It's more of a shock factor.
Rather than like
Exactly. So for that reason, imagine if we got to know the son a little bit more, even just 5 minutes.
That's unnecessary.
Even just like 5 minutes.
We got exactly what we needed.
Yeah, we saw him playing.
Like,
I mean, I think it could have hit harder had they done that.
No, because
we only get to see him for like 2 seconds.
The only thing you'd know is like, okay, Aegon has a child. That's it. Because it doesn't matter. You don't need to know that the child doesn't even have a full personality for it to even matter, because that was not the point of it. The point, like the child, it could be anything. Like the child was just there to get killed. Whether or not they had a personality, the impact of that was just, the payoff was how well we saw Aegon caring for the child, because again, he was bringing him to the council. It was kind of like...
But there's like small little things.
No, but like that's how else are you going to show affection between the father and the child?
Well, you could easily show a relationship between a father and a son early on.
It showed it.
But not in depth. And that's how they could have hit harder with the death of the son.
I think they did.
Like they made the mother choose between like which.
Like for example, let me give you an example. In The Boys, like we got to see Huey with his girlfriend. No, I've not finished it.
I finished The Boys, but I'm rolling my eyes because like that was
season 1,
trash.
episode 1, we got to see Huey and his girlfriend before A-Train ran through his girlfriend, right?
For what? For all of 2
But
seconds.
at least we saw something between them two.
Well, we did the same.
I would argue we saw more. We saw more in that. No, I saw more.
We saw more of the kid than we did the girl.
I saw more in that relationship than we saw with Aegon's son.
Nah, relax, bro.
Nah, you didn't, man.
He bounced. What's it called? Starlight, like not a couple episodes later.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm talking about that in that moment, and that's why we can
Bro,
feel.
it was less than. It was literally like.
I can't even tell
like
you what
a
she
minute.
looks like.
Yeah, it was like less than a
I
minute.
can't tell you what she looks like.
The mixed race.
I just know her name's Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
That's what I know.
Okay.
I forgot her name. I know
I
she's
guess it's been a
mixed
while
race.
since you guys watched it. I watched it
she wasn't
recently.
mixed race. I think she was Latina or something.
Or something. Yeah.
She was not mixed
Can't
race.
remember.
She was
Person of
full.
colour,
She was either white or Latina.
Either way, I agree with Nubis that maybe they could have added more
Nah, you're both
backstory, and then that death
Backstory for this,
tripping.
with the son.
You're both tripping.
wasn't the same child that was in the fighting pits like last season.
No.
That was a different child.
No.
Yeah, can't be.
I think those
Come
are
on.
bastards. Were they
Come on.
bastards?
This is the prince.
Or another thing they could have done is shown Helena with the son.
It did.
Did it?
Like
They
more-
didn't
Are
choose.
you watching the show?
No, but I'm talking about like more than 5 minutes.
This isn't
Nah,
him,
stop,
bro.
bro. This is
Nah.
It's not him.
This is not a point.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, his opinion. I mean, the episode overall is great,
Mhm.
but I agree with Anubis that it could have been a bit better. It's kind of similar with Dune, with what he was arguing for in terms of Chani
Don't get me
and
started. No.
Paul having a
Okay.
relationship on screen. Had there been more depth in that, we would have felt more weight.
I think they,
Bro,
I
we
think
did-
they
they
showed
did
enough
what-
through that episode.
Bro, I'm
though.
telling you, they did
Yeah.
in both
Because
cases.
I
both
I
of
mean,
Dune,
honestly,
think they
unless
did.
you're Team Green, you're not
like
gonna
you said,
care.
yeah, we know that's his son, so we know they're gonna have some kind of relationship already. Like you don't need to see that, but they showed us enough through that episode, through the way he brought him to the small council and the interactions that they had. His reaction to the son fucking about with the ball thing on the table, like
And-
we saw enough.
That's all I remember.
And the other point.
That's not 10 seconds.
Is the other point that shows they even showed enough was the fact that because they'd already shown us like how he didn't care about his bastards and the ones we saw in the fighting pits, the fact that he cared about this one
Exactly,
was kind of like,
yeah.
okay, is Aegon trying to kind of turn a new leaf, especially when you combine that with the fact that he was trying to be kind when
That's
he
it.
was seeing the people. You were
Yeah.
like, okay, is
That's
there
the first
a
time we see Hugh as well.
And then,
exactly? You're like,
then,
is there a chance here? So
then
that part
factor
feeds
in
into it.
how he reacts after it.
Exactly.
That shows like
That's exactly.
I still think he's a pussy the way he reacted, but
What?
we'll go from there.
Not at all.
So
I
your
mean-
child dying like that?
Yeah, the way he reacted, yeah.
like if Precious is saying it, then you know it's real.
No, because because if it's me, are you mad? Wait, if your son gets killed, beheaded, you're not flying out on a dragon on the next. Like,
he wanted
next
to.
second.
He said
all the
that.
rat
You
catches.
wanted to is
Innocent
one thing.
rat
No,
catches.
wanted to is one thing, but actually doing it,
Fly out to where?
burn Dragonstone.
I mean, okay.
I don't care. The way he went into that army, no,
Well,
that fight against
fair.
Sorceress.
We'll get into that for
wait,
episode 2.
He said he wanted to be fair, like he
No,
wanted to
well,
ride out.
no,
He was
there-
about to
yeah.
go.
There's one thing and there's actually doing.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah,
but
what-
For me, he's a
but
pussy because he didn't do
no,
nothing.
no,
Nothing to
stop.
do.
Now,
That's just me.
We'll get
That's
into
just
that.
me.
Being a
Plus
pussy
seeing
is
him
stupid.
on his dragon
That's
and
just
his
stupid.
dragon, like it doesn't make
Hey,
sense.
who are you gonna
Yeah.
go fight?
cares?
Caraxes is over there.
Yeah.
Cyrax is over
It
there.
doesn't matter.
Vermax is
You're
over
going.
there.
You're going.
Like, that's-
You got Vagar with you. You're going. Come on.
No.
Stop it.
You're on smoke. The moment that happens, you're on smoke.
What you just said is perfect.
Even Vhagar, even Aemon wouldn't have wanted to go with him.
It doesn't matter. You're the king.
Yeah.
You're the king. Everyone has to listen to you.
Bro, in the first episode, they showed Daemon when it was when Melis came back. It was like, get on your mount up again. We're like, I want you. Let's go double team. Vhagar, if Vhagar went there with Melis and Caraxes, she would have been smoked. Easy, especially because we saw what only Melis did to Vhagar.
Yeah.
Imagine Caraxes was there too.
And she was holding
and
back
Caraxes is bigger than Melis.
But this is not about who's going to win or not. It's about actually doing.
But then it's
what's the point of doing that when you're just going to die?
Then it's acting on impulse.
You'll be the same person who's been
a moot point.
Yeah, if they did that, you'd be the same person. That was a stupid move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe.
And it would it would be stupid.
You can't.
Maybe
The whole point of it is that he's the king and he has to make measured decisions.
That was the whole thing.
That shows him as a character in terms of like being a king.
Yeah,
no, they
he's angry.
But me, I am personally calling him a pussy for not going out.
That's
would you
yes,
ride
I
out?
would.
Wait. Would you ride out?
Yes, 100%.
So you'd be the shortest living king ever.
Yeah,
the shortest king.
I've got Vhagar with me.
Reign. It just had to be short.
You guys believe him and Vhagar would lose to Melis and what's his name?
First of all, Vhagar's not coming with him.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean Vhagar's not coming with him?
Aemon wanted him to die.
Yeah.
Aemon has to listen to him.
Aemon is saying, you go, I'll watch from afar. And Aemon won't back it. 100% Aemon won't back it.
They had bastards who would just now, like 2 seconds ago, got dragons. Aemon saw them and was like, nah, Vhagar, reverse. Aemon was like, nah. Imagine he goes there and he's looking at Daemon straight. You think he's going to go into that fight?
Also, he was surprised then as well.
If Aegon goes across the fight, Aemon is in the background saying get his ass, but he's supporting the other team. He's not getting involved at all.
Sunfire has never seen battle before. That's a dragon that's never seen fight at all. The first time he go into a fight with Melis, go finish.
Clapped.
Finish.
But yeah, just finish off episode 1.
Wait, I haven't given mine.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Wait, I haven't even finished.
Yeah, well, you finished.
I haven't finished. Okay,
Okay, let's
You're right.
He did that to me before, you know.
Trauma.
What episodes? Bro, this. Oh
yeah, so it ends with Helena going to Alicent and she's fucking Kristen.
Oh yeah.
Which is pissed me off, man.
Kristen Cole, like that. Talk about someone.
I'll never call that man sir. Never in my life. Sir means something to me.
To be fair, I've got it in the notes, sir. But I was like, you know,
how dare you delete that?
Would even do that?
But wait, first, before we carry on, what was everyone's allegiances before the start of season 2?
Always black. Always black.
Green up in here, baby.
Are you green?
Let's go. I'm green.
Oh shit!
I saw that in the chat. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I've been
Waste
green.
man.
And you're still green.
Waste man.
Listen, cut me, yeah. I'm bleeding green. I'm here. Let's go.
That's not flex, bro.
Let's go.
Nah.
Let's go.
Trash.
Let's go.
From season 1, I was green as well. So I was green before.
I know to expect trash from you, so that's not surprising.
Keep talking.
I mean, this is green, but I'm not green. I didn't have black today, so I was like, you know what?
The jacket's black. Oh no, the inside.
Navy
is
blue.
black.
So I'm definitely Team Rhaenyra.
Team black all day, man. Come
Team
on.
black.
Even though they tried to make her like as idiot as possible.
Wait, quick question. If Daemon went to Harrenhal, which he did, and actually tried to become king himself, would you guys still back Team Black?
That's too far ahead. That's too
No,
far.
but would you guys still back Team Black if Daemon wasn't with them?
I'll back Team Black as in Rhaenyra, not Daemon.
You're just Team Rhaenyra, basically.
Yeah, Team Rhaenyra.
Team
Okay.
Rhaenyra, yeah.
So just
Yeah.
Rhaenyra is black. Like whatever Daemon was, you would have to find a new color.
She gets passed.
You'd have to find a new color in it. Like,
Yeah.
what they call the hat? She's the one.
Her and Dr. Umar just like this.
Nah. He would struggle, man. Anyway, Darren.
Yeah, go on, you give
Alright,
episode 1.
Yeah, so episode 1 I thought was really good. There was obviously lots that happened in it. Personally, I thought Blood and Cheese was great. I didn't read the books, sorry, go on. I've seen a lot of the backlash about it. I feel like how they did it is probably the best they can do it in the show because you don't really want to be seeing anyone decapitating a kid. Just hearing the kind of crunching of the saw and stuff was really grim. I liked how in the sort of earlier episodes, I think in episode 1 they make like a number of references to like the small folk, which is a theme that kind of carries on throughout the season.
I don't give a shit about them. Even when Melis
Wow.
killed them in the first
You're moving
season,
like
like I don't give a shit about the small
You're moving
fry.
like Eamon, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about them.
But yeah, they mention that quite a few times. They mention how much of like a deterrent Vhagar is. Like we can't attack because they've got Vhagar. The Greens know that they obviously they can't be attacked because Vhagar's around and he's about. But one of the things I hated, which I guess it makes sense because they've got Vhagar, is how kind of complacent I think the Greens get in sort of in the early stages. Because personally speaking, yeah, if I'm Aegon, they're calling me Aegon the Cautious. I'm having guards everywhere, bruv. Like guards are on
Well, he
duty.
did, though.
Huh? No,
Nah,
because
he's-
Blood
he's
and
his
Cheese were
friends.
able to get in,
Oh,
bruv.
I thought you meant like personal because he was
Nah.
surrounded by guards all the time.
Yeah, but for him, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about like even if there's really people I love and care about, there's people around them at all
Well,
times.
that's not Aegon thing. That's I almost called him sir. That's a Kristen thing.
Yes, yeah,
And
exactly.
he got called out for that.
Then I'm getting a better person than Kristen Cole. I'm finding out, or I'm weeding out the fact that he's piping my mum.
Oh, because Crispy
And-
was supposed to be looking after him.
Yes, and what was he doing?
Fucking. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Do you know what's even
So-
wild? They were supposed
Do
to
you know-
assign someone
Yes,
to the
and
queen,
do you know what's
and they
funny?
didn't do that.
I feel like he's probably like, yeah, you man, have a night off. I'm busy, and he's going to go with Alison. And
Yeah,
that's
because
why-
if anyone was
yeah.
there, they would obviously know like what was
Initially, I was angry about the fact that angry is strong, but I was annoyed at the fact that there's all these secret passageways into King's Landing and
Yeah.
nobody knows about them, only the rat catchers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, you guys should know about it if you're really serious about security. But I understand that the way that King's Landing was built, you know, it was made to keep these things secret.
going on. Exactly.
But secondly, rat catchers, how are you letting rat catchers know these kind of details? Like, these are people who are probably easy, like, they're small folk, like, they're easily swayed, as we've seen. Like, people shouldn't know this kind of information, and you're letting things run.
I hear
You
that,
know
but-
they're here to capture rats, so you know they're going through different. Like, someone has to have told somebody that there's secret passages in
So-
King's Landing that need some kind of protection.
Everyone knew that.
Yeah.
Everyone in King's Landing knows the King's whatever the castle is called, the Red Keep.
Yeah, the Red
It's got
Keep.
like loads of
Yeah.
passageways. There's even a
Yeah.
fear about it because
Again,
you could get lost in all
Aegon
of
the
that
Cautious.
stuff.
I'm putting guards everywhere, bruv. Like, there's this something
Again,
like that should happen.
That's the part that I agree with.
Yeah.
Getting guards around like the royal family, but
Yeah.
the whole fact of like putting guards around every like you don't have enough people based on how many
Fair
sort of
enough,
capacities
fair enough.
are.
There should be at least pat downs.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, there should.
Well, yeah, well, yeah.
we
So
gotta have
as far
scanners
as-
and shit in there, bruv. Like,
It should be. It should be more secured because you don't know.
it's a war.
It's
It's
wartime,
wartime,
innit? Like, that's the part that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
how are you not on high alert in a war, bruv? Like, let's be honest, yeah. Missaria, how as Otto Hightower are you knowing that this person knows a shit ton of stuff? She's basically the little finger of
Well,
the
they
show.
thought she was dead because she escaped the whole fire. She was supposed to have died in that fire. So no one knew
is
she
it?
is alive. Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay,
that's the
okay,
whole Laris thing.
okay.
So no one knew. Like
Okay.
they've dealt with that
So it was
problem
a-
as far as
okay.
they know.
All right, cool. Because that was another one that I wasn't agreeing
Yeah,
with.
they dealt with that problem as far as they knew. Obviously, she escaped. That's why she was hiding in the deck.
Yeah.
Until they
So
found
it
her
should be-
in the ship.
It should be manned more because
Mm-hmm.
strangers, you don't know their intentions, and because wartime, you need to be careful, right?
Yeah.
Plus, like even the whole thing with the passageways is irrelevant because what should happen is every member of the royal family has a King's Guard
Exactly.
assigned.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then it doesn't matter how many passageways.
Yeah.
Whoever is coming
Exactly,
has to
yeah.
see them.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, and the fact that they don't have that is directly Kristen Cole, which is part of the plot.
And at this
so it
point,
makes sense.
Wait,
At this
do you
point-
guys blame Aegon as well?
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah.
I don't
Well,
blame-
I mean, it's got to start at the top, innit? Like, if we're being
I
honest.
don't
No,
blame-
because he was
Like,
he
as I
was
said,
drinking with
if
the
I'm
guards.
him and I'm
Yeah.
a cautious king, like, I need to make sure Kristen Cole is on point. Like,
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember he was drinking with the guards?
Yeah, that's why
That's-
I blame him.
yeah. So yeah,
I was
a lot of the blame has to come on
It's
him.
through the guards as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
they
gonna
were
say
his
his
friends.
boys are in the King's Guard,
I
innit?
don't blame him for that.
Why are
as
your
far
boys
as,
in the
like-
King's Guard?
I
No
don't blame
offense,
him
guys.
for-
I'm not.
Wait,
I'm not
you're not
putting you
putting
guys
us in the
in
King's
my
Guard?
I don't blame him.
I ain't putting you guys in my. What fighting experience do you have?
Yeah, I don't blame him
I
for
know he'll be
having
able to
the.
fight a bear, but like, what fighting experience do you have? Like,
I don't blame him for having the guards around him and doing the drinking. I just like the only thing I can give him
in
blame
open
for.
space.
No. The only thing I can blame him for is like the oversight of like not making sure.
and what is
your
that?
wife
What is the
has
reason
got
of that?
a family.
Vhagar. Everyone thinks that because Vhagar's there, everything's cool,
That-
everything's
so-
cushy. Like,
yeah.
it's
But then-
a false sense of security.
I want to go back to. Go,
Yeah.
No, go say your point because it's part of this.
Yeah,
Mine
but
is
I was
going
gonna
back.
say,
a bit.
to be fair, because everyone like Team Green, everyone.
You need to make that make sense, by the way, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Well, as in supporting Team Green.
Yeah, why?
Why'd you
But
call me
let's-
trash?
let's
Wait,
get-
why'd you call
let's
me
get-
trash for supporting Team Green, but you didn't say anything to him?
He
Because
did.
you have whack takes most
Oh,
of the
shut up,
time.
man. Come on, man. Say your chest. Come on.
But yeah, anyway, but like I feel like because everyone in Team Green and even like Allison and like which we'll get onto later on was saying like he's meant to be like a puppet king. He should not really be in charge of all these security things.
That's why I don't.
So
blame
I was
him as
going to
much.
say so
Yeah.
initially
So Otto's
I did
gotta
blame
hold it.
him. So it should be
Exactly.
Otto,
Yeah,
it
Otto's
should be
got to hold it.
Allison.
Because he's the one who knows everything, allegedly.
But
So
this is the thing.
But we got that bum out of here.
Otto, so I blame him and I don't blame him. I blame him
Yeah.
because the buck should stop with you.
Yeah.
But I don't blame him because he assigned that to who they thought was a competent king, was Lord
Yeah.
Commander. And the Lord Commander is directly compromised. That's why I'm saying I'm not too mad at it because it's
Yeah.
directly part of the story and how it
Yeah.
works. Like in a normal scenario, of course, and that would have happened if Kristen Cole wasn't fucking around with their mom. So I don't grudge it as much just because it's a direct part of the plot.
So Aegon is more of a pussy than I thought he was. Because once you find out that your Lord Commanders,
he doesn't know.
he
Wasn't
doesn't
even-
know.
He doesn't
find
He doesn't
out.
know.
He doesn't
Nah,
find out.
no one knows.
No one knows. Because remember, the closest.
no, but he knows
person
he
to
wasn't
find
there.
out-
He knows he wasn't there.
Yeah, he asked
And at that
him.
moment, do you not kill your Lord
Yeah.
Commander?
But was he meant to be there though?
Yeah, he was the one who's supposed to
No,
man.
But like I swear, in season 1, Kristen is sworn to Allison.
To Allison, yeah.
He's
So
sworn-
like,
No, he's sworn to Allison, but he's
Oh, wait, he
supposed to
doesn't-
have a guard assigned to the Queen.
Yeah.
He didn't have a guard assigned to the Queen,
Which then
because-
falls on Kristen, really.
Yeah, he didn't have a
Yeah.
guard assigned to the Queen because the quarters are too close to each other. So if he's in Queen Alison's place, he can kind of go back and forth and do that. But obviously, he was
Who's the
busy,
onus
so
on?
he couldn't keep an eye on that. Now the problem becomes when I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, when he was confronting one of the twins. I can't remember which.
Yeah.
yeah,
He
that's
goes,
episode
Eric.
2.
the
Eric.
twins,
Eric.
the twins
Yeah.
comes to him and says, "Why wasn't she assigned the guard?"
Yeah.
But then he switches the topic because he knew he had no defense for that. So that's why I'm saying they delegated it to the person who was supposed to be responsible for that.
Yeah.
It just so happens that person is compromised because he's fucking the Queen. Now I think she would have had a guard if she wasn't living so
Is
close
this
to
your
the Queen.
queen?
If
my queen, bro.
if she would have had a guard if she wasn't living so close to the Queen. But the fact that she was living, the quarters were so close. Kristen couldn't assign someone there because obviously if he did, they couldn't be fucking that night at least. So that again, it's trash, but it makes sense given that that's a direct part of the plot.
So who's most to blame then?
Kristen Cole?
Yeah, Kristen, it falls on him.
He's the one who's supposed to assign someone. He's the
Yeah.
one who's fucking
Yeah.
the mom. He's the one who's like.
I guess he would be head of.
Yeah, he's the head of. He's the
MI5,
he's the
whatever.
head of the. He's the guard. Like if you're someone like Otto, you're not like that's not you delegate that kind of shit.
All right.
Like-
But I know you guys attacked me for saying Aegon should have flown out right there and then. But do you guys not think that he should have done something to Kristen Cole?
Of course, but again, when that's happening, there's a bunch of different like blame going around, so they don't have time to
The
focus on
blame's
Kristen Cole.
everywhere,
Because that was in a council meeting where they were saying we need to figure out who it is that even came to attack us, because again they couldn't be sure it was completely Rhaenyra, even though that was the most likely choice. So there was a bunch of shit going around. Yes, of course, he should have focused on
At the
it.
very minimum,
Alright,
he
this-
should get demoted.
Well,
but
sorry,
that's-
before we go on, there's one thing I want to bring up with Blood and Cheese in terms of how they handle that. I don't think it was the gruesome difference. I don't like. I think they did that as best as they could. The thing I wish they would have done was the dialogue between Blood and Cheese and when they actually told her to choose.
Okay.
That in the books is techie.
Yeah.
Like the way that dialogue happens, and there was nothing in the show
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
couldn't like that. That there was no reason why they wouldn't have replicated that, and I just feel like that's where there's a shame. How they depicted it is fine. I don't have a problem
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it, but if they went with the dialogue in the books, it would have been crazy. I don't know if you guys want me to say a little bit, but like it was peak.
Give it to yourself.
Maybe
The
not right now.
position they put her in, it was mad.
But yeah, it was just I guess just a quick aside. I think you also see in episode 1 like little cracks forming in like Team Green. You see Otto start to undermine Allison in the council meeting, and then you also get like little
see-
glimpses of Helena, just like well, I'm afraid of the rats, and like
Yeah.
things we've seen in like episode like season 1, but
Bro, we didn't speak about Helena, I don't think, once in when we did the first season. But
Yeah.
her people need to listen to her because her visions are visioning. Like they all come to pass basically.
Dragons of thread weaving, whatever.
Yeah,
else.
when she talks about Melis coming through a thing, like
yeah.
but yeah, let's do
Okay,
episode 2 then.
2, Rhaenyra the Cruel.
To be fair, I
It's a
could
summary.
probably skip some of these summaries. Or do you guys want me to say it just to refresh?
Just
No,
just
okay, go for it.
All right, so Jaehaerys' murder leads to chaos. Aegon seeks revenge on Rhaenyra. Otto suggests tarnishing Rhaenyra's image. A herald chants Rhaenyra the Cruel. Blood confesses Daemon's involvement. Rhaenyra fears losing the popularity of the small folk. Yeah, he was singing, bruv. He
Talk about
was
a pussy.
singing.
Blood or whatever.
Yeah, which
blood.
blood or cheese, whichever it was. Oh, it was blood.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he came in with like Bully Butcher energy, and afterwards,
Yeah.
like, oh, man,
Epic
I'm
voice
sorry.
and all.
It was
like,
Daemon.
Epic
Yeah.
voice and all.
It was
Man,
like-
he just forwarded like a deck
Yeah.
chair.
It was like,
Quick, man.
That's a
Oh my
pussy.
gosh. Waste.
Rhaenyra distrusts Daemon. Daemon recruits alliances at Harrenhal. Aemon seeks solace at a brothel. That scene was funny, by the way. Kristen orders Arik to kill Rhaenyra. Eric kills Arik in a fight. Aegon hangs the rat catchers, enraging Otto. And Aegon replaces Otto with Kristen Cole. Hey, listen, man. This season tested my team greendom. I'm going to be very honest.
Same.
There was,
I can't lie.
there's a lot of snakes in the grass. There's a lot of people undermining the mandem. Yeah, man, it's hard out here. I'll let one of you guys go first.
So one of the biggest things with this episode was the fight between the two brothers, and I was like surprised at how people were confused about which was which and like why they had to die in the end. But like,
Because you're moving like going from Hunter x Hunter, like
yeah,
you see them quick.
yeah, but you, like there's very separate, like and like both of their motivations, like it was very clear like who was who, and the fact that he killed himself at the end just made all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
And he did that. So there's the fact that he just killed his brother. It's like, how am I going to live? But he also did them a favor because they couldn't know whether he was Arik or Eric
if it's him,
if he
yeah.
decided to stay there, because they wouldn't trust him. They couldn't leave him alone with her just in case.
Okay. So I thought he did
so
it
he-
because of like a failure of duty.
No, he didn't fail. Like he did his job. Like he protected the queen, killed the person who was supposed to come kill her. Like it was his brother, he killed him. But then the guilt of killing the brother. But also, I think I think he would have lived with the guilt. Because it was no. Like in terms of not emotionally, I'm just talking about like just not killing yourself. I think he would have been fine, not fine, but like he would have carried on if it was just that. But the main point why I think he killed himself was to protect the queen, because
100%.
they couldn't be safe with him around, because there would always be the question.
I don't think
of,
he's thinking that far.
Are
Nah.
you?
Nah,
No.
yeah.
Like
I think that's right.
it would be that, because none of the other Kingsguard. Like think about it, because he was her main Kingsguard. Kingsguard. He was the one who brought the crown. He was the commander, as far as Rhaenyra's team was concerned. So he would have to give up that role, because none of the other Kingsguard would trust him, because they would always look at him inside
That
eye.
was the older guy.
Hmm?
The
Yeah, but even he was unsure who was.
Yeah, he was unsure.
No,
like,
no,
yeah,
no,
but like
but
if one
so-
of them's dead, all you need to do
But
is
this-
keep your eye on him.
this is my point. If
Unless he's got
you're
triplets,
him, why carry on like that? Why give everyone that anxiety?
I'm
and just
I'm not killing
no.
myself.
But again, I'm
just 'cause
saying
it's hard for you.
it's not just that. The other part is this is his brother. He's just killed. They're twins.
yeah.
They're
I
tied.
feel
So
like
I'm
it's
saying
mainly
both
that.
of those things.
Because it's either that or
Both of
get
those
shipped to the
things.
wall. Like,
Exactly. Like both of those things kind of.
Okay,
yeah.
I might kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. Both of those things kind of, and it made sense to me. Just like it just is what it is. So I kind of, I thought that was powerful. But the second
rat
episode,
catchers.
I think, I don't know. I think again another strong episode. Everything was kind of unfolding.
Yeah, see, with the rat catchers thing, I think that's where I was gonna like go back on your point when you were saying like, oh, you think he didn't do anything. But, like what he did with rat catchers, completely justifiable. Like I
No,
feel like
it is
that's
just-
him
it's
doing
justified.
something.
Justified.
Yeah, just fine.
That's
But
not enough for
again,
me.
stupid.
Nah, I feel like that.
hanging them was stupid, but killing them was
No,
right.
not hanging
Man,
them.
woman,
That's not the
innocent.
stupid part. The stupid part was making it public.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
Killing them.
Public
They're
hanging.
two things. They're two things. No, you can hang them and do them.
No, but I'm
in
saying
secret.
I meant
'Cause-
doing it in public. Like,
yeah, like
showing
doing
to
it
the
in
world.
public is the thing. Whether or not you kill them is different. So that was doing in public was the first.
Wait.
Well, the second stupid
Wait,
thing.
didn't you just say earlier like fuck the small folk?
Yeah.
So why do you
No,
care
but you
if they
still
got
need
hanged?
them.
No,
You
but
still
yeah,
need
you
them.
still need-
Yeah,
you
like
still
see,
need them,
I don't
yeah.
care whether or not they live or die.
Oh,
but
okay.
if you're in the situation,
Okay.
you don't want to inflame things any
Yeah.
On
further.
on another topic, that's why you won't last long as a king, because you don't care about the small folk.
Oh my gosh.
I'd last long because I kill them all and I'll be there.
There you go.
From a
King
guy
of- king
who
of
goes
nothing.
There's no
straight
one
to
there to
war
kill
with
me.
King of nothing.
If there's no one there
I
to
mean,
kill
I
me,
might not last long, but there's a chance I might survive. But like
you're not
the people
surviving
that you
There's
rule
no
over.
chance you survive.
What?
There's
With
no
Vhagar?
chance. There's a chance I
Anyway,
survive.
anyway.
I've got a dragon. I can burn these men.
He's likely to get like voted out or
Yeah,
something.
like
He's gonna
I
get
can burn
assassinated.
these men. You're finished. Anyway, there are two mistakes that he makes. One is, and this is the second mistake, is the fact that he did it publicly. The first one is the fact that he killed Blood so quickly. Like you could just have him point out who the actual person was.
Yeah,
and then you kill that person,
again,
and then you
that's-
don't make the big mistake of the second time
Yeah.
where you have the
And that's
people
why he's a
against
pussy.
you.
But that speaks to his
That's
rage.
not pussy.
innit?
That's just
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah, he was. Yeah,
He's dumb.
Yeah.
livid.
But he was angry, innit? Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, but I guess before the whole
No, but you
era
can
in-
still kill him. Just tell him, let him tell you
Yeah.
first, and still like you still have your rage. That's not
Yeah.
like and you've waited all that time before
I
then.
mean, but think
So it's
about
not
when
like
you've been angry and you don't think straight.
No,
It's-
no,
it's
no,
that-
no. But
it's
this is
that-
the thing. Like
it's that thing.
he knew blood existed. Otto told him, Solaris,
they
I
found him
trust
with the
in the
baby
I
heads.
trust in the mastery of your trade.
Yeah.
So they had time to torture him to say the things before the king came. So like they could have asked him that already. So I don't like that part of like he was
Especially when he was
enraged.
begging
Like,
as
that doesn't
well.
make sense. Exactly. Like you had enough time to beg. You had enough time to spell out who the other person was. Like so that part was just dumb to me.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst part about it was obviously, as you said, Otto was like, he ended up being angry about it, and then he gets dismissed as Hand of the King, and then Crispy gets anointed as Hand of the King.
Yeah, the quote which I really liked, to be fair, was, "My new hand will be a steel fist."
Yeah. Oh Lord,
I mean, like,
you're just making bad decisions. Honestly.
Fighting for my life, bro. Kristen, my Lord Commander. I mean, my hand, sorry.
my
Lord Hand,
Oh.
Lord
It's
Hand.
both.
Yeah, he's both.
But yeah, I thought like the whole Kristen Cole thing, like he was on a power trip and it was nasty.
He was banging the Queen,
Banging
That
the
man
queen.
has mental issues.
Came hand.
bro. He's finished.
beheading people.
Taking every opportunity to call Rhaenyra a whore or
Yeah, oh, he's
honestly,
just
I don't
It's
think
so
I think he
distasteful.
doesn't
the
know.
bitch queen.
honestly, it's distasteful just to what.
He used to mind his manners, man.
How does anyone not hear him talk about Rhaenyra and be like, "Yo, what did she do to you?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
innit?
Like, how does
Who hurt
anyone
you,
not
bro?
hear that and just be like, "Bro, what?"
He's the simp that you don't like, right? The definition of a simp.
yeah."
Like, honestly.
he's
This man-
just it's like, bro, wagwan.
And also the fact that the fact that Alison's using him to
Yeah.
satisfy
Bro,
her.
there's a thing
Yeah.
going around. It's like both of them want Rhaenyra so bad. The only way they can get her is
yeah.
be together.
Yeah,
Yeah, like 30 seconds. That's crazy.
Like,
Wow.
that's true, man.
but
like,
it's like
she
last season he was like,
was about to make
to
a
be your
statement.
whore, and now he's doing it for free. Like, oh, crazy.
And the thing is, he's
That's
over.
funny.
They've been doing this for a while. At the first episode, when he was obviously eating pum pum, and then she goes,
That was a crazy cut.
she goes, we can't do this anymore. Like he was just like, all right, like that's how I knew it'd been going on for time. It's like, I know we're
All
gonna
right,
end up
yeah.
here again.
See you in a bit.
Like it was crazy.
Then
Did he get that,
afterwards-
that you up text in it?
Because it was straight after she went to her dad, she was like, "What have I've greatly sinned?" And he said, "I do not wish to hear it."
Yeah.
And
And
I
I
was,
think
I was like,
in the first council meeting, I think Otto knew as well when
Yeah,
they walked
he
in
definitely
together. He looked at them sideways, but he was just like, all right, you know what, pick my battles, innit?
yeah, and then he just dipped.
I did
Besides
like
the last episode,
yeah.
maybe not, but yeah.
I did like obviously Otto's suggestion about tarnishing.
Oh yeah,
Rhaenyra's
that was
image,
brilliant.
and
It,
that
like, it
was-
hurt me how brilliant that was.
Yeah, let's go. Team Green, baby,
Nah,
let's go.
Nah. That's so
Nah,
lame, bro.
'cause
Like, this is gang signs in Valyrian, bro. Let's go. But yeah, calling her
Valyrian gang sign, man, that's funny.
calling her Rhaenyra
Justus Daor.
the cruel was good. Hey, that Daor is that hits different, man. Hey, one thing I want to say as well, following on what you said for the first season, the way that people speak Valyrian in this is so much
Bro,
better
I just
than
downloaded
that Daenerys.
I just downloaded a YouTube video, all High Valyrian
yeah.
scenes. Like it's just so, especially when my favorite one is when she tames
Vermithor.
Vermithor. She goes Lekiri, and then she goes
that shot.
Dohairas.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, she goes Doha, and the thing I know
they
about
killed
Rhaenyra
it.
is
was beautiful
the
as well.
face. The face
Yeah.
acting was she
Bro,
was
the way
stern.
Vermithor came in as
Yeah.
well, the dark
She
He
was
light.
turned around and was like,
Yeah.
She was stern, and you knew, like that's how you know Rhaenyra is a badass because Vermithor is not a bitch. He is the furthest thing from a bitch. Daemon had to go in there sweet singing this man,
Yeah.
and Rhaenyra is coming here telling him, "My guy, chill," and like,
Nah, but I can't lie though.
Yeah.
She gave him that KFC bargain bucket. I don't know if you saw that. Like, she brought that Uber Eats with her, bruv. Like,
I mean, she didn't even
Nah.
say chill. She was like, obey.
yeah,
no,
obey.
She
Yeah.
said she started with like Lakiri, which is like
Like,
be calm,
calm
yeah,
down,
like
yeah.
be calm, and then she said it twice, and like he's still moving mad, like yo. Serve, like stop this, yeah,
What are you doing?
like, stop
It's
this.
like she was reaching
I
for
got
the
kids,
slipper.
I think it was good to kind of see as well, like a vulnerable side to Aemond after the like facade that he kind of puts out there. He's this like
Oh,
Daemon-like
is
character
it the
when he's
scene
in the brothel.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
One of you said
'Cause
it was
he-
like the Voldemort scene, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, he did
really
look like that. innit?
honestly. He's
But
so
like
skinny, man.
doesn't he admit to her that he didn't mean to kill?
Yeah,
Luke.
like it was
Yeah.
out of anger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I didn't think he would ever do. To be fair, I think I said that
but
last time.
this is the thing. I might be jumping slightly, but this is the weird part about like because if he's, well, I guess to be fair, now that I'm thinking about it, you could say she was his kind of calm, his therapist,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when he gets there, that's when he becomes calm. He talks through things because they were warning. Otto was warning him about his impulsiveness in I think episodes 1 and 2. And so we see him at the brothel, kind of doing like, and he calms down for a while. He doesn't like he stops
he does.
pursuing the pan with thingy. But when Aegon kind of shows him up,
Yeah.
he switches, and now he's like
That's it.
fight. So I think
Because if you
there
think
was-
about it, like that's his only like outlet.
Yeah.
Even in season 1, like on the court hearing when like his mum was like, oh, like an eye for an eye sort of thing. Like she was the one who was telling him all the things about like, oh, he was a bastard. Like, oh, their Rhaenyra's children are like Strong's, Lord Strong's sons, and then obviously Viserys was like, oh, who did he hear these lies from? And then you could tell it was Alicent, but then he lied and said it was Aegon.
Yeah.
But then it's like I think from then on he was kind of like, oh, okay, well, no one's gonna back me. Like
Yeah.
I'm not ever gonna get anything I want unless I go elsewhere. And I think the fact that the brothel lady there was like his home, I guess.
Do you guys
Very
think it was? Oh, sorry. What would you
I would
say?
say it's very strange. Like, why would you confide in?
What's that
Because
strange?
his family
That's the
home-
thing that makes the most
It
sense.
makes sense. His family's a mess.
You know, I understand that.
That's the closest
But
thing to
like,
a wife.
Yeah,
But
As far as like that's what you get in thingy, innit?
because you can't use
So
the
it's
sister.
like yeah,
She's taken.
like whoever you're getting that from, he wanted to.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
the
he did
first
say that, innit?
season,
Yeah,
he said,
yeah.
"I wish I would have taken her."
Yeah.
So he wanted.
It doesn't have to be a lover though. Like, surely you can
No, but
confide in
I'm
someone
saying
else.
Like,
like
he
your
does have
lover
anyone else.
your lover is more than likely going to be someone like you open up to.
That's it. innit?
As far as like again, obviously you can have different kinds of relationships, but like if you're saying who you're more likely to open up to, it's going to be that person.
Then why did it seem like he was embarrassed when Aegon walked in?
Because they caught him in a vulnerable moment.
Yeah,
'cause his
like, he
man's
was
naked,
curled up in the ball, like,
Yeah.
who wants to see anyone in that?
confessing
kind of
his like his thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, like imagine
Okay.
someone breaks into your therapy room and is like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I guess for me, I would not be like embarrassed by it.
By someone
Yeah,
laughing.
everyone's different in it, but we know
No.
he's a deeply troubled guy, so it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Did you guys think it was realistic that Eric got into Rhaenyra's?
Okay, that was one of the problems I had with.
I thought so. I thought it was
Just
fine.
King's Landing and Dragonstone in general.
Oh,
it
as in,
seems like
like-
they can get in
Yeah.
quite easily, but it does make
No.
sense in.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Because
No,
how
it
did
doesn't.
Alicent get in then in Dragonstone?
No, because she revealed herself to the guards and they brought her in. That's not sneaking in. Like she snuck out
Okay, how did
of
Rhaenyra
King's
get in?
Landing,
King's
and that's
Landing?
easy to do.
That's what I'm saying. I have
The
a problem
white
with that.
Again, in wartime, they
They shouldn't be able to get into.
King's Landing has got the security leaks.
Hmm.
Dragonstone is tight because the only way anyone infiltrates that is I declare myself at the gates and they take me to who I want, or I'm a twin,
Hmm.
and that's like how many people are twins in the world of Game of Thrones that we know. Like, and not just any twin. I'm a
Identical,
twin
innit?
in the King's Guard,
Yeah.
which is like you're not gonna. That literally doesn't exist outside
It's not like
of
they
this.
just got a
That's the
random
only.
ginger.
Yeah, that's the only way that could have worked.
Okay.
yeah.
So it's like Dragonstone is fine. It's King's Landing, and it makes sense for King's Landing to be open because like there are way too many blind spots. Like you just can't go.
Because with Alicent, like she didn't like get close enough to know
She said, "I'm Alicent." blah, blah, blah.
exactly,
Yeah.
and like the guards are the one who alerted Rhaenyra to
Yeah.
her.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
she only snuck out of King's Landing, and that's easy to do because
They're a mess at that point.
the guards that they put in there, the White Worm controls.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like if you're saying, "Oh, let's put guards there," like whoever you put in there, I control them, so it doesn't matter who you put there. So it's almost irrelevant.
Okay.
So yeah, that whole like people getting upset about
And you
how
can
easy it is.
also
it's
tell
not.
by that point, because obviously we have what's the guy with the crippled guy, Strong something,
Lara Strong.
Laris.
Larry Strong, like him and the other person who were like vying to be the hand of the king of or the Regent King.
Mm.
I think at that point their whispers weren't as concrete as. So you can tell like the information system isn't as strong as it was maybe early on in the season.
Yeah.
So the fact that someone as important as Addison could sneak out at that point makes a lot more sense at that point.
To be fair, he wouldn't even get much whispers because it cuts off their tongues apparently. So
I guess in the show it doesn't. It's not very clear, but it's. I checked the distance between Dragonstone and King's Landing because of the scene where Aemon flies back to Dragonstone and then he sees all the dragons. It seems like it's next door. Relatively, it is.
Yeah.
But the actual distance is like from here to Glasgow or something from London.
No, but again, they're flying.
Yeah, but like
Those are
by
the-
flying
and it's-
on a
and
plane,
it's-
that's
and
like
it-
an
and
hour and a half.
But Alison's not flying.
No, but that's by sea. It's
Yeah.
more direct than land.
Okay,
Like
it's
sea
just-
again, you're just cutting across.
I mean, for me, I'm nitpicking here because it doesn't seem like the distance is that far, but it really is. It's
No,
like
but-
400 miles.
No, again, so like you have to think about it in
It's
context.
not Game of Thrones level bad.
Yeah,
like,
it's like Dragonstone's King's Landing is like as
400
far
miles.
as far as
it's like London
but-
to Cardiff.
but-
like,
No, it's like
No,
London-
no,
Cardiff.
Cardiff is
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah.
no, it's like
oh, is it quicker?
Yeah, I
Brighton
made
to
that journey
Glasgow
in
or
like an hour and a
something.
half.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Literally last
Oh, I
week.
swear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before for train is quick, right? But I'm talking about like
Yeah.
horses and
No, but Alison, like you're going there by.
Oh, so you're talking about
Dragonstone is an
okay.
island. She's
Transport,
going-
not the dragons.
Yeah, you're going back
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Yeah, but again, it's you get ships. Like
Yeah.
they have ships,
Alright,
and King's Landing has got a bay, so it's not like she had to travel to get to the sea. They literally have direct port access, and it's just a straight shot.
But how fast are you actually going
Dragonstone.
on this boat? I don't think it's gonna be like a massive ship either.
No, but
Yeah,
I
but we
know.
don't know when she left. Like we don't
Yeah.
know. Like
Because she wanted to go, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden she's in Dragonstone now.
yeah, but there's a cut.
But,
Like
yeah,
we
like
just
they're
have
not
to.
gonna
We
show
just
that.
have to
That's what I'm saying.
assume.
The show doesn't show that very well.
Oh, we don't
I
need
don't
that.
doesn't need
We
to.
don't,
Yeah,
like,
it
we
doesn't
don't,
need
yeah,
to.
we don't need that. It's
Nah.
Dragonstone. It's right there.
Alright, episode
So
3.
episode 3, this is called
The Burning
Burning Mill.
Yeah.
I think we start off with the introduction to the Brackens
Oh,
and
this is very
Blackwoods.
confusing.
Brackens and Blackwoods.
Did you guys think it was a problem that we didn't see that battle? Because
Nah,
a lot
I'm
of people
fine.
were mad at that, but
I'm
I thought
fine.
it was. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
I was like,
Do you know
who are
why?
these kids?
I'm like, who are the Brackens and Blackwoods?
Yeah.
Like, why do
Yeah.
I need to see a random ass battle? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
alright, sorry, carry on.
I mean, to be
but-
fair, given how the season ended, it would have been better if we saw it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. In
Yeah, at the time,
hindsight,
no.
yeah.
But
watching some videos on like not like super in depth, but just one of those recap ones that they showed. So if you remember in season 1 when Rhaenyra was like,
the boy.
Oh, the little kid.
yeah, the little kid and the other person who
That's
were like,
Willem Blackwood, isn't it?
so yeah, so
Yeah.
which we see later on in the
Yeah.
so they've been fighting for time.
Yeah,
time,
no one
yeah.
even knows why at this point.
Honestly, so it's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what they say, innit? It's like, we don't
So I
even
was
know
happy,
what.
like they had a little conflict. I thought someone was going to get stabbed, and then it's going to turn into like another Aemond. But then I'm just glad done. Flash. I was like, oh, okay, this reminds me of the what's it called, Helm's Deep.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh no, not Helm's Deep.
I was about to say.
That's Lord of the Rings. What's the one in Game of Thrones?
Oh, Ballad Bastards.
No.
Hard home. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Mm.
So
Really?
where just all the bodies just laying down, not the intensity, just the
Oh, okay.
fact that the bodies were like
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fair
everywhere,
enough,
and I was
fair
kind of
enough,
like, oh, okay, nice. I mean, if I'm the Night King, I'm licking my lips.
Yeah,
I'm
innit?
like, oh wow, look, free meal. But yeah, what else happens in that episode? I think that's when we also see Newman. If anyone else has watched Phone Shop.
Oh yeah, when I saw him, I was like,
hey,
what's
Newman?
Newman? Yeah.
Wait, what? Who's he?
Newman.
Phone Shop. Oh, he's the
He's
the Phone
Newman.
Shop, the British TV show.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Christopher.
Yeah. I thought one of those other black guys was gonna be
Oh,
what's his name? Dwayne.
hilarious,
Dwayne and them.
Oh, that's
funny enough,
funny.
I was just watching it. There's a YouTube channel called Binge. Funny enough, and they had like full episodes. They were uploading it, so I've just been watching all of it again.
Elite series.
Yeah.
That's such a throwback, man.
Yeah.
Especially because I used to work in Phone Shop, so it was like, the deja vu was crazy.
Oh, yeah, you
Watching
were
that.
doing too, yeah. But yeah, for me, this was like a slower episode. We got like quite a few, because I think near the end of this episode, which we'll get into in a bit, but I think the first couple episodes kind of felt like Rhaenyra, even though the end of season 1 we thought she was gonna like head straight into it. Maybe not. Maybe episode 2.
She wasn't really
felt
doing
like
much,
she was kind
innit?
of like
Like,
dilly dally and just kind of like
She was pissing me
figuring
off.
out. Like,
she was
oh,
barely in it in
She-
first episode, innit? Like,
Yeah, exactly. She saw like the wing of her son's.
Oh, so this is
dragon.
Oh,
this is the episode where
finding-
she saw the kid.
no,
no,
that's
that
the
was
first
episode
one.
one.
Yeah, okay,
Where she
so
sees all the clothes. innit?
this is
So
this
this
is
episode
where.
when she sneaks into.
Yeah.
It's a
So
thing.
she suggests it about going to meet Alison, and then she does it.
So
and-
this is where I started to get pissed off with
Okay.
Team Black because at this point, I mean, I get.
Sorry,
stop it.
sorry.
Stop it.
We're sowing the seeds.
Stop it. Stop it.
Excuse the pun.
Good one. This is why I started to get pissed off because at the end of last season, we already knew what this was. This was war. And this is why this season kind of annoyed me because it was almost like we already knew, we declared war last season. this whole like second season just seemed like, all right, now we're gonna fight. It's like, what? Like we're already there.
They managed to find a way of like saying the same stuff again and again.
That's my biggest thing, because I can see them dragging this out.
It's like they just went, they like put a line like into ChatGPT and was like, yeah, say this a different way.
Literally.
And then say this a different
so many
way.
different times.
2 more times. You know that LeBron movie's like another 2 or whatever he says.
Yeah.
Like,
so like
give him 2 more.
And this is where, so again, so that part, like, and the thing is, they were trying to mask it in like, oh, she's a good ruler, she's trying to make the best decision, and it's like, I don't know, the way they did that and just dragged it out. I was starting to, because one of the things they started to do was they made her look so incompetent with her counsel.
Oh,
if you're gonna be the person
I had a
who's
problem
like,
with that as well.
if you're gonna be the person who's like, just staving off like annihilation for both sides, do that, but be firm while you're doing that. Like if she had that vermithor energy with her counsel, that would have been great, even if the decisions were still the same. So I'm not mad at the fact that she was prolonging, like, or trying to find another way to end the war. It's how she looked dealing with her counsel, because every time they would suggest something, she would just like just cower away or not reckon, I'll consider it. And all these, I'm just like, that's not, you're a ruler. Like you can tell these men to shut shit down, and that just be the case without having to look weak.
So what would you have wanted her to do exactly?
No, I'm saying the actions
just
could
be
have been
firm.
the same. Just be firm with your counsel, because the whole reason why they started, while Daemon was kind of like going away and doing all these things, because she wasn't firm with him. Because if she just firmed up and told him like, like she was just giving
Even
away
her
power.
son was pissing me off at that point. Jace. I was like,
Jace.
oh my
I-
He was trying to hold her accountable, to be fair.
I didn't mind Jace up until episode 6 or whatever it was.
He does that pout thing in every
like his
episode.
face is weird. His face
Just-
his face
And
is
do you know what?
weird.
Do you know what I clocked here? He thinks he's Daemon, yeah. Do you clock when he stands here and he stands with his like on the sword? Yeah, he thinks he's him, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't mind Jace, because again, Jace has been one like straight arrow. Everything he says, like it's making sense.
Yeah.
Even if his delivery isn't like as you'd want it, he's making sense. Problem is, he doesn't have the authority to do
That's it.
anything,
Yeah.
and which is why he's
And
getting
he's a
frustrated.
bastard,
So it
so-
makes sense why. Huh?
I said, and he's a bastard.
Stop it, man.
Rob, yeah.
Leave him alone.
He's a bastard, is he not?
That's what I expect from Team Green.
No, I'm
That's such
no.
a trash take. I still
that
don't
was
want
really
to.
bad.
I want
No,
to hear
but-
your reasoning for that. But
wait,
that's-
Believe that.
that's such a trash.
He literally says he literally questions his own legitimacy because he's a bastard in later episodes.
Whoa.
It wasn't a slur. I was just saying.
Nah, you said it was in the
He's
slow
a
way. I
bastard.
can't
You
lie.
Sounds
said
like
that
it.
with too much spice. You know what
Turn
you
it
did.
down, bro.
And this is the green thing.
That was a hard.
Snakes in the
That was a
grass.
hard RD, wasn't it?
Of course you're green. You're snake in the grass.
That's not a green
Man
thing.
like KD.
Bastard.
Man like KD.
Do you know what kind of pissed me off though? When Rhaenyra was like kind of questioning whether or not Daemon's loyal. Like I don't think Daemon has really shown at any point really that he's unloyal. Like he's throughout basically his time on the show.
No.
He's been loyal to Viserys and to Rhaenyra because he's going along with Viserys' wish and with Rhaenyra being queen.
His judgment may not be there.
Yeah,
but like
he's doing things in the best interest for her. He just has a crazy way of going about
She
it.
only started questioning his loyalty when he went away,
Like
but
blood
didn't
and
come
cheese,
back.
innit? Oh.
No. She wasn't. She was
No,
angry about.
Yeah, but
she was
says
angry
to
about
him,
blood and cheese.
she says to him, "You're not loyal to me because you feel like you should be king."
No. So he was like, "Do you accept me as your queen and all of that?" So I don't think she's questioning his loyalty. It's just like I think there's a difference here between loyalty and commitment. It's like you don't respect me as the queen.
Yeah.
You're just going out and doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Because,
Okay,
because he's still doing it in her name.
Yeah.
So he's loyal in that sense.
Yeah.
But
she specifically says loyalty though.
Not until they have that thing and he leaves, and then he's like, "I'm just gonna do it." So after that point,
But
I
why
think
wouldn't he
she's
leave
right
at
to
that
question
point?
the
Wait,
loyalty.
does he leave on her command?
No,
No.
definitely not.
He just left.
No, he just left.
Yeah, and like she calls him pathetic and all these like that. After that, she's right to question his loyalty, which is what she did.
Yeah,
but
that's
before
fine,
that,
yeah.
I don't think she was questioning his loyalty before that.
Yeah.
She was
I'm
just
sure.
saying,
I'm sure that's what she says though.
what?
I'm sure she mentioned she brings up the word loyalty
I
in
don't
that
think
conversation.
so.
I'm almost certain, but yeah, we'll have to go back.
Yeah, I think the whole theme was.
Yeah, she said respect. Like or some, yeah, do you see?
Yeah, it
do
was
you
just
accept?
this-
Maybe-
like,
okay,
do you
yeah, maybe
accept
it's
me as your
respect.
queen?
Yeah, it
It's
was this
respect.
ability to be under someone else's rule.
At
Really.
that point, like if you're
Yeah.
Daemon and you've been doing everything you have been doing up to that point, why are you questioning my loyalty to you?
Yeah, but that's not, like, it's not loyalty. It's more of a respect. And this is my problem with how meek she's being. Because again, if she was standing firm, Daemon would like fall to her and we've seen it, so it's not even conjecture. We've seen it before because even back in season 1 when she was still a girl, they were on the bridge. She goes, Well, yeah, she was.
Okay, I know. I was thinking Uncle Daemon, crazy.
Yeah. They were on the bridge when they had the whole standoff. He was obviously tripping, going about, oh, I'm going to take the dragon egg and I want to raise my kid. And she goes up to him. She's like, if you're going to kill me already and end with this bother. Like, when she goes up to him, he caves to her every time. When she starts moving moist, that's when he's like, what are you doing? And so he doesn't respect her as much. And so he starts acting on his own. She questions, like, do you see me as your queen? Do you accept me? He leaves and he's thinking, bro, why didn't I just do this shit myself? That's when she's right to question it. So that part, that whole chronologic thing makes sense. I just was angry at the fact that they were making her so moist. Because like Rhaenyra is not that.
With the point of making her moist as well, I think they're going way too hard with this idea that they really want to show us that not necessarily like that women are very like
that's the other thing.
They're very, what's the word, like
that comes up in
conscientious.
Gentle.
They're mindful, they're wise.
No, but like as in
like
that men are basically above women is basically what they're trying to show us, that that's what this world is. And it's like, all right, we know that because we've seen it in Game of Thrones, we've seen it in season 1. They don't need to still keep doing that by the way they do it, especially with the part where they say something about she's meek, she doesn't know anything about battle.
And this is the thing, potential controversial take here. Girls weren't raised to go fight in battle. So for a bunch of lords who, when it comes to fight in battle, they know exactly what they typically would do and all of this. Here comes someone who's every instinct, everything that they know to do, she's telling them not to. They're thinking like their castles are being burned, like they're under attack, and they're saying they're not. And this is the thing, they weren't questioning her right to rule. They were saying, you be on the throne. Let us deal with the war. Delegate this shit to us. Like, get people who are actually doing these things. The problem is, she says no. Fine. Give us your solution. I don't have one.
Yeah, I think that's
and she doesn't have one until like Mysaria comes and gives her like, oh, we can do this. Like that's the problem I have. It's like you're painting these guys to have like the misogynist take, but it's like people aren't sort of looking into it and just saying like, okay, well, they have a right to say exactly what this is their job. This is the thing they're supposed to do. And someone's not doing the
She
thing.
made a fair point when she said they've not been in wars like that. But
but again, like, it's not. I don't even think was a fair point, because when you're in peacetime, you're still prepping for war. You still have protocols that you go through, and typically they're the lords and the men of the realm are the ones who go through that. Women generally don't do that. So even if you're both in peacetime, you're raised different. Yes, I know you have the confidence streak. You're different to most girls, and the thing is, they see her that way. They respect her for that.
Yeah.
Like even the other lord, when he like. Turncloak, he was like, I respect her mind. I know you're quick.
Alfred.
Like they even say it to her, we know you're smarter than us as far as like strategy and all these things. But this is plain as day. Like, is someone trying to be like too smart when A plus B is just what it is? So I don't like the fact that they were taking this whole overly misogynist angle where it's like, bro, she's just incompetent. Like, and let it be that.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, is she incompetent though?
She was.
Because the same thing that you were saying about me going, if I was Aegon, to fly
It's
over.
not the same, bro.
No, let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Her very
Got an hour
counselors
10 left in it.
were telling her to go do that.
No, they were telling her not to. She was trying to go out, do what you wanted to do. She was trying to jump on a dragon. She was getting frustrated.
No,
she
her
was like,
counselors were telling her that.
no, the counselors were like, she
No, to use the dragon. Sorry, to use
no, to use
Chase.
the dragons
Yeah.
and you that. So, but her still thing with not using the dragon is different to what you were saying. You were saying Aegon should go to Dragonstone and go do this himself.
Or send a dragon.
Yeah, that's not what you were saying at first.
that's not what he said,
Because you were saying
Either way, someone's getting smoked.
I hear you, but that's not what you were saying. I'm going by what you are.
Okay,
arguing.
we'll do
So
that
I'm
as well
saying
then.
Rhaenyra not choosing a dragon is part of why I'm saying she's incompetent. Like, take those bold action.
Wait, you're saying so what? Send Jace?
Not even send Jace, but send other people. Let Daemon do what he wants to do as far as like carry out the war. Like, not to the point of burning people, but just at least mobilizing your army. Like, she had like her ships were in disarray because Corlys was like just meandering, even though he had the ships were being repaired. He had that they had that going. Even Corlys in this last episode was telling her, so you just want to sit down and do nothing. But anyway, she had Corlys. They had no ground army, which is part of why Rook's Rest is coming up.
Wait, did she have Corlys? Not this time, no.
No, she had
Corlys wasn't
Corlys.
there yet.
She had Corlys.
No, he wasn't
No,
around.
episode 3.
He wasn't the hand anyway.
Yeah,
No, not hand, but he was around. He was on her side. Like he was, he was still commander of the ships. He never lost that. They were still repairing the ships. So she had the ships. She didn't have a ground army, which is what Daemon was saying. Let's go to Harrenhal to do. So I'm like, things like that are where I'm not saying necessarily go send the dragon and fight, but it's like mobilize.
Yeah. It's like she didn't really want to do anything.
Yeah, like she just wanted to
sit there. Wait around and
that's the part I'm
wait
saying
for
is
it to come to
incompetent.
her.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
And that's
but
the part
to be
where
fair,
I see their frustration as far as
this is the episode where she sent Baylor and Moondancer to go and patrol, and that's when they see Kristen Cole and then pursue him into
but again, that's another sort
Even
of
that's an
meaningless
accident,
action. You're telling her to patrol and you're telling her not to engage, and like if she didn't go down and do what she did, you wouldn't even have the intel that you had.
But the thing is, I think it's trying to show that Rhaenyra is not ready to fully burn down everything.
That's not what we're talking about. I'm saying mobilize your army, get ready, have your people. Like again, it's one thing.
But she wants to avoid war, right?
Yeah.
If you want to avoid war, you have to appear that you're strong enough to take it there. If not, people will see you as weak and like.
That's what this whole episode was about, because that's when she sneaks into.
She goes to see Alicent, right?
Yeah.
But those two things don't depend on each. You could do both of those things. A competent leader prepares for all eventualities. I'm gonna make sure I have my army ready in case shit goes left. But meanwhile, I'm putting myself in danger to see if there's a way we can avoid this. Like imagine she goes, like you're bringing up this what if scenario. She goes into King's Landing, they find her and they snuff her. Done. Your army, you don't even have an army that's gathered, so they can't even revenge you. Because the war is finished at that point. Everyone just packs up and goes home.
That's incompetent if you're trying to start a war. Not necessarily incompetent for being queen.
No, it's competent if she dies.
Yeah.
I mean that was a stupid move.
But all I'm saying is you like in terms of in preparing for anything, you have to have yourself. If you're preparing for an exam, like you have to know the things you're studying for, and I have studied that. Even though those questions don't come up on the test, you have to be ready for it.
But your preparation of mobilizing the army there's no turning back from that.
There was no turning back when they killed Luke.
Not necessarily, because she went to
Stop it.
She went to go see Alicent.
There was
Before she done anything,
Listen.
she wants to go speak to Alicent and try to avoid everything.
You're talking from her perspective. She was willing to look past that. Not theirs. They're mobilizing an army. Again, I'm saying all of this is all in context of the other team they're doing shit. They're mobilizing army. So what, you just sitting there looking like a dickhead and doing nothing?
The moment you start mobilizing, now it's war. But she wants to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, episode 4.
Yeah. But quickly, at the end of episode 3 is when obviously Rhaenyra and Alicent have that meeting in the like, church or cathedral.
Okay, so can we? Because I feel like this is a good point.
I feel like we've been going over episode 3.
No. But it's gonna. I don't know. To be fair enough, but we're gonna address this anyway. I think so. The question I was gonna ask is, given that conversation ended with Alicent realizing her stupid mistake, which shouldn't have been a mistake. Why? What makes you even decide to go Team Green? Because I feel like the only reason you would say is, she thought what she had. But again, I'm more interested in his response. Just because, again, I want to hear what you have to say as well. Yeah. But your one, so it doesn't make like for anyone to be Team Green doesn't make sense to me.
For me, the initial thing with me being Team Green is like we said from when we did our first podcast from season 1 is.
You said Team
the
Black.
way, huh?
You said Team Black initially.
Yeah, initially, but I changed it along the way.
Freudian slip, innit?
Huh?
Freudian slip.
Yeah. No. I found myself in it.
I found myself. It's crazy.
Yeah, I found myself. Yeah. So basically, from what we were saying before, with the way that Rhaenyra sort of went about herself and the sort of gaslighting of Alicent, with there obviously like differentiations between like how they grew up and what they both have to do. And obviously Rhaenyra being picked to obviously be queen, and then obviously now there's legitimate sons.
Picked to be
by
so legitimate sons go
Viserys.
On.
Yeah. So them having now the legitimate sons. Obviously the way it went about is obviously skullduggery, but that shit happens in it. You know,
I don't like the way you said legitimate sons.
There's miscommunications. Hey, they're legitimate. Listen, man, like they're legitimate in terms of lineage and who should be king.
Keep in mind the person like Viserys said to be king is fully legitimate, by the way.
But
which is
it's meant to be the first. It's meant to be the son in it. So
it's not.
It's meant to be a son in it. Yeah. But that's why it's a battle in it, because they don't trust her in it.
No, it's a battle because some stupid people were power hungry.
Yeah.
And you're saying you're down with that,
Yeah, man.
effectively.
Yeah, I'm here.
Your queen wasn't listening properly.
Yeah.
So you're a usurper.
Your queen's incompetent.
Well, technically, Rhaenyra's the usurper, but
No, she's not.
Yeah,
She's
she
the rightful
is.
heir.
What do
She
you
is.
mean, bro?
the rightful.
Who's she usurping?
She's the rightful heir.
Rightful.
Every lord in the land knelt before her and called her heir to the throne.
So why is there war then?
Because your queen
yeah,
is
because you're
deaf.
grasping for power.
I'm just saying your queen's taking our queen's sloppy seconds.
Innit?
Hey, listen, man, she's got enjoying it. She had to, she had to be underneath Viserys
She even
for a
tried
long
in the
time.
last episode.
She needed
She
to
was
get it
like,
back.
she was like, come with me.
Yeah.
Are you mad?
She needs to get it back in blood. Listen, she was with Viserys for too long. That old guy.
so you're being Tim Green is flawed. Okay, let's move on to the episode 4. I just want to establish the fact that it has no real basis in logic.
Yeah.
Like-
So a quick quote was
I mean, I feel like I had a bit
in
of logic
season
there,
1. Viserys tells
And we've got the biggest
Alicent-
dragon as well, so.
Excuse me. So in season 1, Viserys tells Alicent, "Do not let your anger guide your judgment." But it seems like it's just foolishness right now, isn't it?
What?
Guiding her judgment.
Who? Alison.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say for that?
Wait,
Okay,
what?
episode 4.
Yeah, sorry, no, I wasn't really listening.
Yeah, like Alison was like,
Your queen.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man, we live this, innit? We live this.
Do you have the episode 4?
Oh yeah.
Our queen did listen.
no, she didn't.
She did.
No, because if she listened, she would have.
She heard Aegon.
No, she had Princess promised.
Yeah, Aegon.
That's
yeah,
not
and
Aegon.
she said Aegon. So.
No one promised Aegon anything anyway. Not her son. She didn't even promise the nigga.
Hey, listen, man.
She
Hey,
killed the guy.
hey, she walked in. She walked in late. You know, she had her AirPods
She
in.
walked into this guy jerking
Then
off.
she didn't.
in
She
a
didn't.
window.
All she heard was Aegon
wasn't
in it.
clear.
So, hey, listen, I would have done the same thing, man.
What?
If I heard the word Aegon, I'd be like, oh, that's gonna be king.
No,
Aight,
I
cool,
thought.
cool,
I
cool.
thought.
I feel like if maybe last year we had the episode about like when we passively listen to people at work. That's
Yeah.
that's the same vibe.
Yeah.
That's what he does all
Yeah.
day.
That's
So it makes
Alison's
sense.
like, oh, yeah. Aegon, yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. You know, I hear that.
Oh,
guy.
R.I.P.
Damon dreams of the decapitating Rhaenyra. Orwell prepares the tea for Alicent. Kristen executes Lord Darklyn. Alice Rivers warns Daemon of Harrenhal's haunting. And Rhaenyra agrees to a war with dragons. Right, that was in episode 4. Rhaenys and Meleys volunteer for battle. I don't know if Meleys volunteered. Aegon faces challenge with Aemond and Kristen. Aegon flies Sunfire to Rook's Rest. Aemond and Vhagar ambush Rhaenys. Aemond attacks Sunfire, leading to tragic deaths. Vhagar fatally throttles Meleys. Hold that. And Kristen finds.
Yeah, Team Green, let's go.
Hey, no, I like Rhaenys, man. I like Rhaenys.
Yeah, rest in peace. I like it though.
Hold that.
The queen that never was. No, you know it.
Yeah,
never was.
yeah.
That's so
sounds like Rhaenyra. Kristen finds Aemond near Aegon's motionless body.
All this baseless smoke, like for what?
This
I'm just saying.
was the best episode for me, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is the battle, right?
Yeah, this
is
was
Rook's
the
Rest,
episode,
right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it was probably one of the best episodes.
I think it shows massively why Aemond is competent, because in my eyes, he completely.
Let's fast forward a few episodes. What's with this Aemon propaganda? I'm sorry. This is not a. This is
This is the green trait. I hear it.
honestly. This isn't Fox News.
this is using your rage to
Yeah, he
to
completely
benefit
like
you.
tricked the king basically to go into battle. Like
No, he didn't trick
Nah.
the
he
king.
did, man.
Nah, if anything, his mum pissed him off into battle.
He planned it, man. He planned it. He planned it. Well, he didn't maybe expect
And
the
no-
king to come up with a dragon.
He didn't. No, he
But the
planned-
moment it
plan
came-
was the opposite.
Yeah.
He didn't plan for Aegon to be there.
Wait,
Yeah.
Sang. So why was Aemond even there with Vhagar in the first place? So how was that like?
No, I'm not saying Aegon, like him going into battle with the dragon was planned, but him strategizing behind Aegon, making him angry, and then eventually he appears in battle, and spontaneously you have to act.
Nah, he just took
And then-
opportunity.
Yeah.
And he took the opportunity.
They just wanted to get Rook's Rest. They were already itching to fight. They just wanted to fight, and so Aemon was there. Like they didn't know who they were going to send. He was just
He was
like,
even
whoever
surprised
comes
when he saw
here.
him.
No, he was
Yeah,
surprised.
Whoever,
Yeah, so-
whoever
so-
comes.
so-
The
he
moment,
doesn't-
the moment he appears, he's on smoke straight away.
No,
Like, he
tells-
actually-
he tells Vhagar,
To re-
wait.
Yeah, he says wait.
He tells
yeah.
Vhagar, wait, let this man fuck himself up, and then I'll take advantage of the
To burn
situation.
them. He took the perfect opportunity to burn both of them.
But then that goes against your thing of like, oh, he planned it.
No, he planned it like strategizing behind him and making him
Yeah,
angry.
that
That's not.
He didn't make him
not part of
angry.
the plan.
He did,
That's
to be
like-
fair, remember?
No, no.
When he speaks to him in Valyrian, innit?
No,
And
that's after the fact.
Oh,
Yes, he
okay.
below
no,
him.
when he speaks to him in Valyrian, that's
Oh no, but
Yeah.
that's payback for what Aegon did at first.
Yeah,
they're just
but-
tit for tat. That's not. That's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
That's not.
Hey,
me
hey, it helps,
that's,
man.
That's
Hey,
not
it
me.
helps.
That's
Hey, it
not me
helps.
strategizing
Yeah.
to get you in the battlefield.
okay,
and
yeah,
get
maybe
you
not,
out.
but like
that's not.
you're trying to work him up because you embarrassed him in front of everyone.
Yeah, but that's different. To
Embarrass the
I'm
king.
trying to manipulate you to come into battle. Like Aegon wasn't even supposed to know the battle was
I mean,
happening.
Why,
Wait,
why are
wasn't
we
this-
defending their infighting?
Innit?
This is your.
I was happy when
Hey,
all
listen,
this was going down.
we needed the.
I was
the
happy.
We
guy
needed a
up
stronger
front,
king
you know?
anyway.
Wasn't this when what's it called? The left the foot guy. He was actually like kind of twisting
Laris.
Aegon. Is it Laris or
No,
Laris?
you told him to chill.
Yeah, he was telling him to chill, to not go
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
that.
I
wasn't
think that was
Everyone
before
basically told him to not
it?
go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, when he had the armor on.
Yeah. And then you got told to take it off.
Yeah.
Mm.
To be fair, Laris, like outside of his position in terms of his team, like he grew on me in terms of like how he could work Aegon. I like seeing that.
I'm
But-
happy he wasn't like Littlefinger. I thought he was gonna be moping around Alicent this whole time.
Oh, you
I'm
know,
happy
no,
with
man
it.
moved on. Man got what he
Done.
needed and moved on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. I was like, you know what? I'm taking your son. Done.
Innit? Even a 1 foot nigga knows she's not worth it. That's crazy.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
That's deep.
That's your queen, innit?
yeah.
That's who you put on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Well, Aegon's my king, but yeah.
But yeah, I guess
Tragic.
Hey, listen, man. According to Helena, he's coming back in it. So
On a wooden throne.
Greens up
So-
top.
Selective hearing.
Green-
on a wooden throne.
Greens on top.
What does
On
that
a
mean?
wooden
Oh,
throne.
let's not get into it.
Greens on top.
I don't want to go into it,
Greens
innit?
on
I don't want to
top,
give spoilers.
drinking that
but
moon tea.
Yeah, man.
Man said you're a good man.
Moonshine.
Just for giving me the juice.
But what else happened? Yeah, so I guess the key part of this episode was obviously
A fight.
what's it called? The Queen that Never Was, R.I.P.
Mm.
But yeah, what do you guys think of that battle? Was it a good battle? Was it the best version of Dragons you've ever seen? What's happened?
I'll let you guys go into
Poor-
it because
poor
I've got a
from her.
lot to say.
Poor from her.
Poor from her, yeah.
Mainly, Rhaenys. Rhaenys.
I'm being deadly serious.
She
Yeah.
Rhaenys.
She wasn't poor.
I hear you. I hear you. I
Yeah.
hear you. I hear you.
It's-
Suicidal
No, she was
stuff.
definitely holding back.
It's poor for
Nah,
like,
it's suicidal stuff.
like I said before off cam, like she was never gonna back out. She was never gonna fly away, even though I guess she had the chance. But
She should have.
the way that she did it was fucking ridiculous because you see Vhagar drop, like you said, and then you fly away for a bit and then go back down, and you're all looking. If you can't find a dragon, why are you flying very close to the ground? First of all,
things.
like just fly up and look around, like. Fly really high and look down. Like I'm sorry, your eyes work. Like
It's like one of those
Melis's
TikTok
eyes work.
videos where people are like, "Oh,
Nah,
I
the
can't see
eyes weren't
cameraman."
working. Rhaenys' eye wasn't working
I-
at the time.
All right, well,
She was going up
you
instinct,
could be
bro.
semi-high,
Like,
higher than what she
didn't know
was.
where she was going.
She was
No way
basically
she
like
did.
she was basically looked like she was gonna land. That's how low she was, like looking for Vhagar.
Yeah, blood
Yeah,
in her eye,
so
bro.
this is
Like, you know
why.
what was going
So the direction I'm just gonna go off on this whole scene, because I had a massive problem with.
This is your team, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like I'm objective.
Yeah,
Like I criticize people when they need to be.
That's fine, man.
Your
I
team is
can't-
moving sneaky though.
Innit? Like I can't say that for you.
Cowardly, I was like,
I was out here just
Hey,
taking
listen,
anything.
man.
Jose Alvarado. Crazy. That's-
Hey,
So
hey, we're sneak this in court, man. I don't know what you lot are doing.
so this fight
Sort of
happens.
sneak appearance.
Innit?
Gotcha.
They got no great game plan.
Hey, they called Vhagar our system dragon in it. So
That's what he.
hey, listen, man, we do the job in it.
He's running off the court to come back on the court. Like, what's he doing?
Hey, listen, a dragon for a dragon in it, man.
So at the start of all of this, I think one of the key things is, okay, why? One of the questions I was asking myself is why choose this hill to die on? As far as like Rick's Rest
She was tired of it.
and Melis, you know.
Yeah,
So like, why choose this hill to die on? And for me, so I was watching this episode at first. I kind of like it made sense. I was kind of like, okay, this makes sense as far as like her not running away, all these other things. The thing that pisses me off is again the execution and the common sense logic of how A led to B to C, and that doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna question whether or not she wanted to die and all of these. Like, I'll take that face value. Okay, fine, it is what it is. You're a warrior. You want it to end that way. Ergo, Lena dying Dragonfire. I hear that.
Dragon Valhalla.
Yeah.
It wasn't even Dragonfire. It's crazy.
Well, it was actually because the dragons explode when they die. So
Nah, she died from the blonde.
No, I think they showed.
That's a reach.
They show like
I'm that one.
that
Yeah.
I think in the book
She
they
had
show like
a-
an illustration in it, and she's burnt.
Yeah, she was-
She
She's,
had like
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy there.
she's
Yeah,
she's crispy.
burnt.
She's crispy.
But anyway,
She
so
burnt from the
anyway,
dragon, her own dragon dying, on, like falling.
yeah,
on her.
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
well, she does with the dragon, so that counts for her, I guess.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? So
That's a crazy shot, by the way, to show someone falling like that and you're sticking
Yeah,
with
I
them for
got
that
vertigo
long.
watching that. I was like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
But so the reason why she like wanted to sort of end that, I hear that because again they mentioned this. They needed Team Black didn't have a land army, right? That's the whole problem with Daemon going and going to Harrenhal to create one. Rook's Rest was the closest because one of those the Lord of Rook's Rest was on her council, so he had to leave because he's the closest to Dragonstone. In terms of a land force that they have. So if they had to sort of move an army from Dragonstone to there, that's the best place to land and kind of launch an attack. So that castle was important as far as like, yeah, it's a small castle, but it was actually strategic. So it made sense that she would go all out for that. So that's part of like justifying why she would want to die protecting that spot.
Who?
Rhaenys.
Rhaenys.
Why she would
Rhaenys.
want to die protecting that spot as far as like not running away.
Okay.
Yeah.
go on,
That makes
go on,
sense as
go
far
on.
as like, again, if we're thinking about war and strategy and all of this, that makes sense. The problem I have is once you've seen that this battle is now like, okay, this castle is already lost. Like it makes more sense.
Dip.
Yeah, it makes more sense for me to sort of do recon, take information back, we regroup, and then come up with another plan of attack, as opposed to okay, I'm just gonna, especially because you know how precious, no pun intended, how valuable the dragons are. Not just any dragon, your dragon, because you know matter. Because your dragon's not just one of the biggest, but the fastest. Like she was so important as far as like just the overall effort of the,
as well.
in terms of the overall effort of the war. So if I'm weighing the two, I'm saying like you're much better at that point just doing recon, bringing information back as opposed to dying. But if you die for it, fine.
But if you're doing that, hold on, wouldn't you just send someone who isn't Maelys if you're just going to do recon and then go back?
You wouldn't do that because look at the scene she was going into. She had the experience to get Sunfire out of here and then tussle.
I'm not counting Sunfire because to be honest, like Sunfire,
I'm not.
Sunfire is with like Aegon is unbattle tested. As I think Sunfire looks like a meaty dragon as well.
The only reason you do that, the only reason you do that is because she's going up against
Hey,
Maelys.
no,
Any
not
other
too
dragon,
much,
they're
man,
on
not too
equal
much.
footing because Jace hasn't been in war either. His dragon hasn't been in war. So
Dragon's a pussy as well. Like,
no, but I'm saying what you're saying is like it's a moot point because any other dragon other than Maelys, they're all on equal footing with Sunfire. And that's a problem. So Maelys going was cool, W. But my point is, if I'm weighing whether or not you should have run away versus whether or not you should have stayed, I'm saying, okay, make either decision. I would have gone away, but if you're making a decision to stay, fine. Now let's look at you staying. When you decide to stay, first of all, you go attack Maelys. You get Sunfire out of here. Cool. You see that Aegon is trying to kill his brother. You're like, oh shit, drama. I'm running away because she starts to fly away. She then turns back. She goes, attack Maelys. Aemon is like, are you actually going to come for me? So he turns his dragon round. They clash in the air, have the dance of dragons and do all the fighting. She wins because Vhagar doesn't give her any damage. Like a little bit of claw damage because like they were grappling with their claws. But she scratches Vhagar. She gets him on the ground. And then you go away again. Why are you flying away when you have Vhagar on the ground? She is too big to move around and fly up again. You have her in a vulnerable position because it's not like she landed backwards where she can like spit fire and she has her claws. She was like with her back to you. So you had all the advantage. You had Aemon right there that you could have killed him just on the back of that shooting fire. So she had every advantage.
Could you not think it's like kind of just the shock of like, oh shit, I've actually...
No, don't give me shock because again, the reason why you're here is because you're battle tested.
I'm
that was
saying,
the one reason you...
I'm just saying, like, saying you're battle tested and actually being in, like, you can be like, yeah, okay, I'm battle tested, but being in the battle is mad. Like, let's be real. Vhagar is mad. Let's be real. No. I don't give you that. Vhagar is mad, but you just showed me why you can win. It's instinct, though. I'm just
It's
saying.
not. It's
Sometimes
not.
you need to get away
Stop.
in order to see
If you're telling me it's instinct, then that's shit. Because again, if you've got Vhagar on the ground, your instinct should be get on the back of this guy and kill him. Why are you going away?
I guess Precious is built differently. Like,
Why are you flying? It's not
as a
about
dragon
build
rider.
different. This is common logic.
Sounds like they don't have killer
I mean, I
instinct.
feel like the only reason why she didn't like, because she's the only one who didn't like do Dracarys to either Aegon or Aemon.
Yes, she did. She was on fire with Vhagar in the air. They were not like so they had the claws
Yeah,
lock.
they-
The mounts
yeah.
were facing opposite,
little
and they
bit,
were
yeah.
both
So
firing at
was-
each other.
was
The
she-
dragons
was
are fire
she-
resistant, so it takes a while for them to get burned. So they
was
were
she
both
trying
given
not to
fire.
burn the people? Was she
No.
trying not to burn the people on the
like
ground?
she
Was she
was.
burning the people
No,
on the
she was
ground?
going. She was
Oh, yeah,
fighting.
people on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
They
Oh, yeah,
were
she was
going
cooking-
for
yeah,
it.
she was cooking
No,
them.
no, no. But I mean, was she burning them?
Yes.
Yeah, she was cooking them.
she
Yeah,
was.
Okay.
Because the
Yeah.
people in the castle, they weren't actually on the ground. They were in the castle. So she,
Yeah.
the people on the ground
Okay,
were
yeah, yeah,
actually
I heard
the
that point, I
greens.
heard that.
But I
greens
guess for
who-
me, what
she
I
was
took from that
firing.
scene was she was trying to attack the dragons, but I feel like she was holding back against Aemond and Aegon in particular, though.
No.
You
She
think
like at first,
I feel like she
Vhagar
definitely
wasn't in the battlefield. At first, Sunfire comes. She sees Sunfire.
Yeah, yeah.
She goes attack.
She could have
She
killed him
goes.
straight away, though.
Hmm?
I felt like she could have killed him straight away.
Well, no, but yes, but like
She probably was
she was trying to ground him. She wasn't trying to kill Aegon. She was trying to
Yeah,
ground
exactly, that's what I'm
Sunfire.
saying, like, I don't think she's
at
trying to
first,
kill,
yeah,
like,
at
her
first
nephews.
she closed the dragon and then goes for the wings.
Yeah.
And so while they were in that tangle with the wings, that's when Vhagar comes and then fires both.
Both of them,
She
yeah.
and she disengages because she's not trying to get burned and starts to fly away because now she's seen Vhagar is trying to kill his brother. Aemon is trying to kill his brother. So she's already going away. Aemon is already, he's turning back. He's trying to like take the castle now. It's like trying, because that's why they're there. She turns around and starts attacking Vhagar. Aemon sees her coming round for him and goes and turns Vhagar, and so they meet in the air. This is the exact sequence. Like they meet in the air, they have their whole fight. She wins the tussle because she scratches Vhagar, and then she gets Vhagar on the ground with her back exposed to her. That's the thing that's getting me. So you have all of that.
But she does it because Aemon is distracted with Sunfire, though. That's the only
What do
reason
you mean,
why she
Aemon?
does
This
it.
is no. There's no distraction. Aemon fires against Sunfire. Sunfire is going down. They were
Sunfire's
finished. Yeah,
Sunfire's
Sunfire's
out.
out of the game.
But Aemon's going towards Sunfire.
Nah, no.
No, he was going towards Rook Rest. He was going towards the
I don't
castle.
know where he's going, but he's not going towards.
He's not going.
They're not going
wasn't-
towards each other
No,
until she turns.
This is my point. They weren't engaging with each other. They were trying to call it. All right, cool. We're disengaging. Because again, Aemon was looking at her flying away.
Yeah, so she's a
She
real
was
dragon rider, isn't it?
No, she was going away back to Dragonstone, which is why I'm saying if you're gonna do recon, do recon. But you turn around and say, okay, I'm gonna fight, and then you come back to fight. You win the fight again, and then you fly off again, and then try to come back, and then get smoked. That's you.
You got to make sure it gets done, innit? I hear it.
No, yeah, do that the first time. Don't fly away and then come back.
She didn't need to fly away.
That's what I'm saying. Do that the first time.
But yeah,
It's like, see what she's doing?
No, but you got to fly. You got to make sure that you've got a little bit of space before you can attack again, innit?
I hear you.
can't just keep going
that's
every
sense.
time.
I
It
hear
don't make
you,
sense.
But do you know why that
How big the
loses?
dragon is?
Anubis, listen, this is why that loses steam. Melis is the fastest. She could have done that turn quicker than any other dragon. And Vhagar was running on the ground. It takes her, we know she's the slowest because they've said this, and it takes her a while to even pick up speed to go up. So she had time to come back and like finish the job. She was running away, which is why I believe she was in two minds.
we're gonna end that there. I think next couple episodes we're gonna do episode 5 and episode 6 together because I think they have like pretty much similar themes.
But it's weird that how you didn't mention that she's escaping fire
What fire from who?
from
When
Vhagar.
Vhagar goes down.
No,
She's not.
no, the first time with Sunfire.
I said that.
Yeah, he
I
said
said
she,
that. I said
he
she
it
disengages because she's
yeah.
not trying to get burned. So she starts going away, and then she turns around
The
again.
health bar
Oh, so
comes back up.
So you're okay with her turning back and fighting Vhagar?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like, if you're going to run away, okay, cool. You decide not
Yeah.
to, and you come back to fight.
It's about the second time.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm saying that's fine. The second time you run away is a problem.
Okay, so episode 5 and 6 was Prince Regent and Small Folk. Could we have a
You have a chance to end the war there.
You could have done that the first time.
All right.
No, but you know that she's not on that from when she did that. She didn't do it the first time.
I
on
should
the
just
Dragon
didn't
Pit.
kill them. Yeah,
She's not on it, to be honest.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like.
All right,
Okay,
just
guys.
anyway.
So, start of episode 5. Corlys, Rhaenyra, and Baela mourn Rhaenys' death. Kristen parades Melis's head in King's Landing, causing concern amongst the small folk.
Yeah,
This is why. This is. I mean, we got ops in my team. We got like, why are we
Yeah,
doing
that
this?
was-
team is
stupid.
We got ops in my
I
team.
was like, don't they recognize
Yeah.
we've won? You idiot.
I'm hungry.
I
You're
could
dragging-
not
single-handedly
believe it.
dragging me.
He
You know
I
how
could not
rare that
believe
is?
He
it.
single-handedly just told
Yeah.
everyone, all right, the dragons are no longer gods and invincible.
This is
Kill them
why.
all."
This is why Otto's always
Kill them all.
looks like he needs a cigarette in every episode because these guys are stressing him.
Like, kill them all.
This guy's on job
That's
seekers.
so, that's
Oh.
a
He raised them,
stupid
though.
thing to do. Like, why would
Did
you
he
even...
raise them?
Otto.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. You can only do so
Is he
much
the
as
guy
a
that
you
they
can
all
only do
look
so
up
much
to?
as a parent, man. This is what they say when people turn into serial killers or didn't have parents. Aegon survives, but yeah, I didn't mean to come at you like that, innit? But like, but you know what I mean, though, innit? It's like, oh, what more could the parents have done? Like, you can only do so much, innit?
Gave the smoke and then turn around.
Aegon survives, but Aegon survives, but is comatose and severely injured. Daemon has disturbing dreams. Daemon has disturbing dreams involving his mother. The small council elects Aemond as regent over Alicent's bid. Aemon orders the city gates closed, trapping Hugh, Hammer, and family. Jane Arryn prefers a mature dragon for protection instead of the eggs, which is crazy to hear, but that's quite funny. Jace secures the Fraser Alliance in exchange for Harrenhal. Rhaenyra sends Elinda to spy in King's Landing. Daemon asserts his claim to the throne through military might. Alice criticizes Daemon's actions, leading to the denouncement by the Riverlords. Rhaenyra faces challenges finding riders for Vermithor and Silverwing, and Jace proposes seeking Valyrian descendants in other noble houses. Should I read Ep 6 or just... Yeah, all right, episode 6, Small Folk. Jason Lannister advances to the Golden Tooth. That was so funny, bringing the lions, man. That's typical Lannister. Yeah, pointless, but typical Lannister. Aemon denies Humphrey Lefford's plea for aid. Aemon seeks an alliance with the Triarchy through Tywin Lannister. Kristen is tasked with marching on Harrenhal. Sir Stephen Darklin's claim to sea smoke ends tragically. Daemon's paranoia grows, suspecting poisoning. Aemon summons Otto Hightower to court. Recovering Aegon recalls nothing of the battle, allegedly. Gwaine Hightower praises Daeron's character. Shout out my boy. Corlys appoints Alyn as his flagship's first mate.
You haven't seen this nigga.
Hey, don't worry, man. He's coming. Hey, I've seen Tessarion. That's all I need to know, man.
He's got the coolest name,
man.
All these little victories for Team Green's like,
hey, man. Listen,
cool
we repping, man. Hey guys, come on, man. I got to get a win somewhere. Adam faces pursuit by sea smoke.
The whole dragon heads, no food.
Yeah, it's true, man. Hey, Rhaenyra was sending them Uber Eats as well. Like she loves me, bro. She's been bagging out them promos. Mysaria's rumors incite unrest in King's Landing, and Rhaenyra confronts the new rider of Sea Smoke on Syrax.
Yeah, but going back, I just want to say, like, the filmographer or whatever you call them, the videographer for this season.
Cinematographer.
Yeah.
I think they just did a great job this whole season. Like in episode 5, the Prince Regent one, I think.
They did a great job.
Yeah, great job.
Okay.
Great. You don't think so?
I don't know. I want to see your point.
But yeah, no, like with the dragons anyway. But like, so there's 2 shots in particular. But the first one was when I think start of episode 5 we see Daemon talking to, like, what's his name? I've got it here. Amos Bracken.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, obviously getting them to bend the knee. Yeah.
When the dragon came down and
I think it was the fact that they were like, we choose death. Turned their back to the dragon, and then you see the.
I like Caraxes, man. Caraxes is always up for the smoke.
Nah, but Caraxes is suffering though. She chilling in Harrenhal all that time, suffering.
She's calm. Because she's calm.
Yeah. Well, now, now he decided to find
he said she prefers it.
She prefers it.
She's crazy in the head. Caraxes, don't bring her in, because as soon as she comes in, I'm telling you, you don't want to see her.
Did you see Caraxes as soon as he saw Syrax just making bare noise?
Yeah.
Happy to see someone else finally.
Isn't it like
nah.
Aren't they related? Like, what's the relation? Isn't it like their wife and husband? Or
I think so.
No, not Syrax.
One of them.
The dragon. So the only dragons that have actually paired is, funny enough, Vermithor and Silverwing.
And all of them are basically the children.
The others,
the
the
others
others
are
just
like
Silverwing. Silverwing is the one.
no, as in like
Vermithor's the male.
Vermithor is
Vermithor's the male,
the
okay.
big, the male. Oh yeah. Silverwing is the female.
okay, fair.
Didn't all step on the dragon
They're
eggs?
the only ones that I think. They're the only ones that are actually like me.
If you remember season 1, it's
Okay.
the like shell before
Yeah.
the dragon eggs. Because I thought he stepped on dragon eggs
Oh, no,
initially,
no,
and I was
no,
like, oh,
just-
he's gonna
yeah.
get killed. But no, it's just a shell.
The clutch of them.
Yeah. But yeah, what else happens to that in episode 5?
You were saying the videographer in the Bracken scene.
Yeah, that bit. And then
Wasn't there a similar? Wait, that's
yeah,
probably
that's
episode
that's
7.
with, yeah, that's the second show I'm talking about with Rhaenyra and obviously Vermithor.
Oh, okay.
But I thought they did a great job, to be fair.
Yeah, there's another shot. So there's another shot. I don't know what episode it's in, but it's of Alicent when she's standing.
Because the pillars.
Yeah. I was
Because
like,
it looks like caged in. And
I was like, okay, it's a bit obvious. I was like, okay, it's still hard though. I was like, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and the guards there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think another quote he says like, we need swords, not corpses. And I think that's when he gets the Bracken guy, can't remember his name. He gets him to do like some like obviously malicious things to just get them to.
Yeah.
Isn't it the kids thing? Like he's doing.
No.
I don't know if they actually mentioned what he does. I know he slaughtered people, and they were like, Oscar Tully was like, oh yeah, no, he enjoyed it.
Yeah, we're not. Having
Yeah.
it. We're not having it basically. Like,
Yeah. But I don't actually know the specifics of what he did or what he was told to do by Daemon.
It was basically killing the small folk of the Brackens. So basically, the Brackens are lords, so they have to take care of their small folk, the people who farm their lands and stuff. And the Blackwoods were destroying those people, just indiscriminately. So
isn't this when?
That's why I was saying it's dishonorable.
Isn't this when Rhaenyra starts testing the whole like Dragon Rider theory?
Yeah, the dragon seed thing.
Yeah, that's at the end.
That's at the end of episode 6. I think.
Episode 5.
Or is it? And then
Episode
in episode 6. Yeah. This is one of these episodes. I think it's episode 6 is the one where she slaps that guy.
Was it episode 6?
That was 5, I think.
Was that 5? Oh, okay. Yeah. But they kind of make.
No, it's episode 6.
Yeah.
6.
Like what we were saying about how they make Rhaenyra seem throughout the season. They kind of make it seem like she's nothing without Daemon. Like
that's what I'm saying. They made her so moist. Because that's not who Rhaenyra is.
Mm-mm.
They're doing all of this just so they can prolong the Daemon shit.
Yeah.
Because that is completely just whatever.
It makes sense though.
They're just making that shit up.
Because her son just died.
No, it doesn't.
Her man's gone. Like she's at war. She has no dragon riders for her dragons.
Wait, what did you say makes
And
sense?
she's not battle tested.
Saying her name, like
she's
her
about
being
to-
moist makes sense.
It does.
It
'cause
doesn't.
This is the
That's
first
not
time
who she
she's at
was
war.
growing up. That's not how she is. That's
Did
not
she
how she
grow up
handles
doing war?
anything.
Is this her first time doing it or not?
I mean,
There wasn't war back then.
She should have just got there quicker, innit? It does make sense.
It just
for where she
took
is.
too long.
I mean, we've
Maybe
seen
it's
it
too long,
before.
but-
We get there in the end. We get there in the end, but,
that's
like,
the most important thing. But
And the stuff with Daemon and Harrenhal, it dragged unbelievably. Like it did not need to go that
Some
long.
of it was good though. A lot of it was good though.
I don't think so. Bro, like I said to
I
you,
think,
yeah.
I think it's all
Harren-
bullshit.
The Harrenhal
Never
stuff
knows my minutes,
is Daenerys and Essos for me. Every time he came on my screen, I swear I rolled my eyes every single time.
It's-
Not
it's-
even because he was
Nah,
Team
it's-
Black.
it's Sam
Like
for me.
it was
It's
Sam.
boring.
It's
What's the
bullshit,
girl's
especially
name?
because that's
Boring.
not even part of the original.
Alice.
The wildling girl that he has.
Oh, the one that was in Skins. I can't remember.
Yeah, that whole storyline.
Oh,
Burn that, bro.
This was better than that. Sorry, that was better than this.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was better than this. Yeah, shout out Egret, but yeah, that was better than this.
No, not
Oh.
Egret.
Wait,
I'm talking about
that's
Sam.
Sam's girl.
Oh, Sam and
oh, jeez, I take it back. Sorry, I thought you meant Egret.
what's her
Sorry.
name?
Yeah, Gilly. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't say the thing is the reason why I'm getting pissed off with the Daemon thing so much is because that's not even part as far as I know anyway.
Bro,
and I
look
could
at
be
what
wrong.
they showed us of the first season of Daemon.
That's what
and
I'm
this
saying.
is what you haven't.
It's not. They
Bro,
had to
remember I said to you,
nerf him, and that's
Luigi's
not even
Mansion.
in the book.
Like why?
Huh?
It's a game, innit? But like, why? Like
They were pissed though because
he was that guy in season 1. Like we wanted to see him. We wanted to see him against Aemon, and I guess that's coming at some point, yeah. But we wanted to see the Daemon
cuts.
of old.
It's not budget cuts.
It's
funny enough.
they're stretching it out way
it's not
too
budget
far.
cut, They're stretching the shit because
Yeah.
this is not part of Daemon's story at all.
It's not even in the book, is it?
Yeah,
It's not.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not. This is just extra stuff. They just had to find.
Again, ChatGPT, bro.
And the
They're
thing
just
is,
saying how to
and
extend
do
it.
you know
How
what?
to
The
extend
reason
it.
why it's so
Filler.
shit. The reason why it's so
Yeah,
shit.
it's filler.
The reason why it's so
There ain't no
shit.
filler on Team Green, but
The reason why it's so shit is because
Not in London.
they didn't know what to do with him because
Yeah.
after what they've shown us in season 1, it made no sense for him to just go through the whole season and not do anything. But they had to give him the dreams. And the problem with it, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit, with the dreams, they just went overkill with the whole dream sequence shit. Like especially with the ending and everything they showed him.
Like, I'm sorry, I know obviously that's to come, yeah, but like I don't
Bro,
want to see
it
the
makes
Night. I don't want to see the
like,
Night King
they
again.
lost-
Like, I don't want to see all
This
of
is
them.
Game
Man,
of
like,
Thrones. This is Game of Thrones. season
yeah,
8.
yeah.
They've ruined this whole show.
Wait,
Because
what?
they just told you how it ends.
How?
What are you talking about?
Helena's vision. She was telling
Yeah.
Aemon how he dies and where he dies and all these other things. I'm
Wait,
just like,
what episode are we at? Where are we now?
No.
I said I'm jumping ahead a
We're
little
still
bit, but
five
like,
seconds.
it's just the dreams is the thing that gets there, and
Yeah.
especially and I wouldn't have a problem with it if the dreams were part of his actual story. The fact that it's not part of it, they just give it to him, and they didn't even do it well, and they kind of spoiled the whole thing. Is what's pissing me off. because we're not supposed to be here at all.
Wait, what do you mean by spoiled? I'm confused.
We'll get there.
No,
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But another thing that I guess we've not really touched on is Lord Corley's and his like I guess bastard sons and that.
I don't care.
Another person.
I
Every
don't
single
care.
day, this guy is on the dock talking to these guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. You know we've not seen him on a ship, like or fighting on a ship one time.
One scene.
What are you, the Lord of the Tides? The sea snake,
That's true.
He's about to get clapped as well.
bro.
That's
Watch.
true.
The best thing we heard about him was he got injured.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
We
made a
didn't even
comeback,
see
yeah.
it.
I hear that.
can't lie,
And
that's true, though.
No, that's
We're
true
not
because
seeing-
and this is why this season is starting.
Lord of the
the longer the
Tides.
season goes, it frustrates me because I don't want to start because I'm jumping ahead. But it's like, why are we seeing Thailand and fucking Essos dealing with like some stupid pirate doing a dance? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why not?
Nah,
Stop it. We don't need
Yeah.
that.
So when the pirate,
If we're not seeing callers
Yeah.
fighting in ships, we don't need to see that.
See what?
I know we'll get it. I know we're
Yeah.
getting it, but it's
Yeah.
like
We don't need
it
to see
didn't
that.
need to take 3
you could
seasons
just,
to get there.
you just say we went to the 3 cities
Like,
with our
why,
ships.
why couldn't they have shown us one scene in the Stepstones in
Like,
season
yeah.
1? Just one. That's
Yeah,
that's
but
all we
even
needed.
then, why would we have to see multiple scenes of it? They
Yeah.
drag it out for 3. Like, this is the finale, and we show me 3 different scenes of Thailand doing what?
Oh, you're talking about the finale.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Bullshit.
Mate, I can't lie.
We'll
Yeah.
get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But like,
Um,
I just, it just felt like, all right, we know that he's got bastards. We saw that they met, or one of them meets, what's her name, Rhaenys. We know that, I guess, that it's getting to a point where obviously one of them becomes the Dragon Rider, and the other one, I don't know, maybe he's gonna make him legit or something.
No,
Like,
he can't. The thing that makes sense now is he can't because the man told him, Alan told him,
yeah,
I'm an honourable man.
Yeah.
So I'll follow your commands because that's what an honourable man would do.
He'll
But after
come-
this, I'm going back to my
He'll
thing.
circle back to it.
No, but I'm saying,
the reason why I think he
now,
won't.
so-
The reason why
I
I think
feel
he
like
won't is
Corliss will
because
try and rope him in with it.
the reason why I think he won't go back to it is because
I said, nah.
Someone who's read the books.
No.
no, it's not. I'm not talking about that. The reason why I'm saying he won't do that, he won't take it, even if Corliss offers it, is because we know from Game of Thrones, Valerian doesn't exist, and right now
Oh, yeah.
he has no one to pass that shit to. So I think either Alan survives and doesn't take it and just lets the name die, or they all die there, and that's just what it is. We know from Game of Thrones, Valerian isn't getting past like this whole bullshit.
If he does
Even
that,
if they
that's
do,
pretty
they're
Also,
not making it to
did
Game of
you-
Thrones. So
Did we get a Rain in this in the finale?
Rain
I'm sure,
what?
like like House Rain. I'm sure they mentioned someone Rain. Like Rain to Castamere.
no, they're like that's
Are they already dead? Are they already dead at this
they're
point?
finished long time ago.
I swear that they said something Rain, like as in his last name was Rain. They referred to
I
him in
don't
in the
know.
finale. I'm almost certain.
Because they were finished.
By that point, raw.
Like yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So episode 6, just a quick wrap up.
No, I'm saying they were finished because like Castamere doesn't.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
It doesn't. Okay,
Yeah, Castamere is
Excuse
finished because Lannisters are here now.
Take 2. So a quote that obviously talking about the whole dream spin and Daemon and all of that. So Alice Rivers, the person who's a witch, or that could be, people have
A goat.
theorized to be what's the name of the redhead lady?
Oh, Missandei. No, not Missandei. Fuck. Melisandre. Sorry.
Melisandre.
It's
yeah,
M in it. M.
because she's obviously hundreds of years old.
2.0
in
in it.
her in Game
Yeah.
of Thrones. So people saying it could be
Are
her.
you saying she's saying it? That's her.
People are saying it could be her.
It's
I don't
not.
know. I've only been
One
watching
reason-
non-spoiler
One
reviews.
reason why it can't be her is because she believes in the old gods. My man's
yeah,
a
and they're
red
red
god.
witches,
She
they're
don't play with her
different.
red god.
She hasn't
There's
got
no
red-
way
she
she's
hasn't
doing
got
red god and exactly. But there's
Yeah,
no way
I
she.
was thinking.
there's
does
no way
she-
she's doing
Does her
red-
hair just die?
Yeah, there's no way she's like
Color change.
red god and then committing because she was saying the old gods don't exist and all these other things. So
But yeah, a good quote I saw in episode 6 that came up was when Alison was talking to Aemond. I think this is after he took her off the council, and he was like, "Have the indignities of your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged?"
yeah,
And obviously, when the scene where we see Aemond going back to Aegon and being like, "Oh, like, what do you remember?" It took me back to the whole like Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, like the torture scene with the rat in the bucket. I was thinking at some point this man's gonna take a rat, put it on his stomach. I just wait for the rat to burrow in.
I think that's
Game of
been.
Thrones, though.
That's.
No. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Where were you in this conversation?
No, I'm saying in Game of Thrones when they did the whole rat bucket.
Yeah, of course.
I think.
My bad.
you tried to understand at first. It was like, wait,
Yeah.
now what are you talking
I
about?
think
It is right.
one interesting thing I think they have done, which is kind of like the opposite of what we were saying before, is like with Alicent, they've shown basically from the start of the season that she is basically useless. Like she's got basically done what she wanted to do, which was get her son on the throne. But she has no power. She has no say over any of them. Nobody believes her. Nobody trusts her judgment. Nobody comes to her for help. She only has Kristen really, and you basically see that through
got the left foot guy.
Yeah, even he ran away.
Rhaenys told her.
He ran away.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a pussy if like a one-legged nigga's trying to just distance himself.
Triple jumped away.
Wait, what was you going to say? Rhaenys said to her.
Rhaenys told her in
she
season
said
1.
it in it, yeah.
She was like, "You don't wish to be free. You just want to create a window in the prison.
Yeah.
In the cell."
And that's exactly what's played out in season 2. So I think that's been one of the probably good kind of arcs that we've seen, that it's kind of played true. Like it's. Yeah.
I was getting pissed off. It's like, why are we seeing a lot of Alison, especially when she was doing
I think in the last 2 episodes, it went to her too much. I feel like
she was doing the whole swimming.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. That bit
it.
was a bit too much in it. But
so I guess
you're just finding scenes to just put in these things.
Yeah,
like.
Episode 7.
At that point, it kind of
talk about the guy that Rhaenyra tried the whole Dragon Rider thing and then it didn't work.
That's the next episode, isn't it?
No, that's this.
That's 6.
Is it 6?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. What I was gonna say was it kind of feels like, because Alicent was so prominent in season 1, they just feed in stuff for her to do because she's like on the payroll. Do you know what I mean? Like we didn't need a lot of the stuff that we got in 6, 7, and 8. Like,
bro, this is they're doing the whole
stretch it out and
no, not that. Because it's the 2 women, they have to have the 2 women be prominent parts. So they have to find things for her to do. Even though there's nothing.
I felt like it felt natural.
It's because it's
I felt like it felt forced.
Like some of the stuff.
Why do we need to see her like going for a swim?
Yeah,
because she was trying to kill herself.
Because she's
She
stressed.
wasn't trying to kill herself. Bro.
Oh, okay.
But it's just showing the natural order of things. Like she thinks she can control what's going to happen in the royal family.
She's been like this for time.
Yeah, she thought that.
Yeah, and it's good that we're seeing that
Daemon
she actually
cooked
has
her.
no control over her sons.
He had to.
No, but it's like
Man said, would you rather now get away from court and go back in the kitchen? Basically, he was like, go back to your domestic duties. Domestic duties. Oh.
She was never for that life anyway.
No, but it's like Cersei when remember when Cersei slapped Joffrey in that room, and then Joffrey was like, "Yeah, that's the last time. Like that is the last time you can get killed for that."
Yeah.
And then that's when Cersei started moving a bit mad because she didn't really know what was going on. Then Tywin came back. And she was like,
She lost her place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's kind of what Alicent is feeling, but she didn't have to fight back.
Yeah,
But she's been like,
and she doesn't have Otto there anymore. So
yeah, she's been like that since since season 1. To be fair, from like the moment I mentioned before, the whole like a knife for knife, and when she was like being jealous of like Rhaenyra's what's it called, Rhaenyra's freedom and all of that.
Yeah,
and then Rhaenyra said to her like a great quote. It's like, exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding beneath the cloak of your own righteousness. But now they see you as you are. And then I was like, and then obviously that echoes back in the last episode of episode 8 of season 2, which we'll come to.
She flips it in and apologizes. I'm not with that, but
yeah.
got to stand on business.
So yeah, so last thing we saw in episode 6 was Vermithor, obviously.
No, it was Sea Smoke.
Was Sea Smoke?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Sea Smoke.
Sea Smoke.
Sea Smoke, and the court guard. I forgot what's his name.
Oh no, that was Vermithor.
No, Sea Smoke.
No, it was Sea Smoke.
Sea Smoke is the one who
Sea Smoke
burned.
then ran and found.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, who the Darkling guy, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what was his name?
Darkling.
Something Darkling.
Yes, and
Yeah.
then we obviously get Jace being like, "Oh yeah, search for the whole blood." And
Royal blood as well. Noble
Quick
houses.
question: Whose idea was it? Was it Jace's or was it
It
Rhaenyra's?
was Jace's.
Jace's.
I think it was
What's
Jace. Yeah, Jace said it about the Valyrian. Yeah, see, you got snakes in the grass too, man.
We'll get into that.
But yeah, does anyone else have anything else to say on that bit?
I would just have to say I don't understand like everything we know about the Dragon Riders and like Targaryens and stuff is that Targaryens they have the silver hair and stuff. I don't understand why after the suggestion she doesn't think, all right, let's go with the silver hair people first and then like weed it down.
That's episode 7.
Yeah, I think.
No. I'm talking about just for going for this guy first,
Yeah.
innit? Like
As in,
he was just like some regular guy with brown hair. Like
Yeah, I mean,
but no, but she said
Probably
it's
just closest
Valyrian
closest
blood,
to
isn't
him.
it?
But
Yeah.
I get it.
Because
but-
Jace has brown hair and can ride it, so
it's not like okay. I understand it if it was Jace, like Jace. It was Jace because Jace is like literally right next to Rhaenyra. But
yeah.
this was a guy who was his granddad.
But
Was,
she
I mean,
don't know
trial
that.
and error though.
no, they knew that.
Yeah,
No,
it's
they
trial and error, isn't it? It's trial and error.
No, they didn't.
No,
No,
they
I hate
didn't.
the trial and error, but
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
no.
they knew that.
He's saying she knew his lineage.
Yeah, they did.
She did.
That's how they
That's
came
why
out
he
to
did
him.
it.
They're like, oh yeah, like oh. And
Yeah,
that's why she was
they
all
knew he's
excited.
like off
No, no,
royal.
Oh, they shared blood in
Yeah.
somewhere
They
down
knew.
the line.
I don't. They knew he was of like he was a Targaryen bastard.
saying.
Not. Well, I guess what I'm trying to be specific. She didn't know because Anubis is saying, why not try with the ones who are like
Got blonde
like
hair.
blonde hair, but like what you mean like more closely related
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
because they have more chance. But I'm saying they
Because
wouldn't
they know it's all blood.
who
mate.
exactly his lineage was. They just knew he had white hair. He was a bastard. They don't know that he's actually like a cousin of.
And I think
Wait,
they tried
wait,
to
wait,
they
wait,
tried to
who
pick
you-
they
who
tried
you
to
talking
pick
about
character
specifically?
at that point with Darklyn.
Nah, he's talking about just like when you go out and search for people.
Yeah. So
I
he
mean,
said
if you're just looking at the hair, then that hair is not an indication of how closely they would be. Because
But I'm saying if you're already doing this for like this guy in it because she's
I think it's for her it was his character that is as to why she picked him.
literally, like
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
class.
I hear that, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying
I think the biggest factor was definitely like proximity. Like he was just right there.
Yeah.
Like they weren't gonna start searching the lands until
And
they knew
fealty.
this one would work first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's someone who's probably like very loyal to her as well.
yeah, and,
Yeah,
I'm,
exactly.
and
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I don't know. I just feel like
Wait for
the
time,
fact
we
that
need to
they're
go
all
next
like kind of Targaryen stuff that they know.
Let's wrap
and all
this
the
up.
blood and stuff. Yeah, I just thought it just didn't make sense. But
So episodes 7 and 8 we'll do quickly. Well, episode 7, I guess we'll do it very quickly.
Wait, we're not going to address Sea Smoke.
He's Seesoke found a dragon, black guy, cool.
Rah.
Oh, okay.
what-
Wow,
Black Dragon Riders.
that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And it
That's
comes
huge.
up- it
Actually,
comes
go
up
on.
Certain people
Yeah,
had
it,
problems with
to be fair, it comes up in 7
episode
anyway.
7, though.
So 7 starts. Rhaenyra meets Adam of Hull. Alicent upset at the small council removal retreats to Kingswood. Lyrish urges the Grand Maester to speed up Aegon's recovery. Rhaena leads to Eyrie to search for a wild dragon. Mysaria advises Rhaenyra to find Targaryen dragon seeds in King's Landing. Lord Paramount Oscar Tully offers allegiance to Daemon but condemns his actions. Daemon executes Willem Blackwood. Daemon has a vision questioning his desire for the crown. Jacaerys warns Rhaenyra of the threat from dragon riding bastards. Elinda and Alan transport dragon seeds, including Hugh and Ulf. Hugh tames Vermithor. Ulf claims Silverwing. Aemon chases Ulf but retreats upon seeing Rhaenyra with her dragons.
But yeah, your queen is moving like Brave. Like she's gone to the woods.
The
Learning
soundtrack
archery.
for Brave is fire. I was just
Yeah,
listening
as
to
well.
it the other
She's
day.
gonna be learning Gaelic in the next season. season 3.
I don't even know this movie, so I'll.
Oh,
It's
Brave.
about the Scottish
Yeah.
ginger lady who learns like
Basically, Egret.
I guess like
Oh.
Robin Hood's, but
Yeah.
The
Ginger.
soundtrack for that movie is fire.
Mm.
same
Egret.
dress as well.
Egret.
Yeah. So, what
Oh,
did you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
think of episode 7?
So let's address what you're saying about like
Yeah,
Sislo choosing
go for it.
my man.
Adam of Hull.
Yeah. So do you have a problem with that or like?
No,
what- do you
I
have
thought it was good.
Oh,
Oh, do you not?
Why would I have a problem with that?
Ah.
I feel like you guys need to snitch on what he said in the car.
Ah.
What did he say in the car?
Wait, what
was
are you
it
talking
like?
about?
Was it crazy?
Yeah, it seems like today is the day.
Okay,
Like,
I'm just saying.
it's a safe space, isn't it? Like, what did he say in the car? I want to know.
Oh, the thing I was being
I'm assuming this is what it's about.
Is this just about what you said about the dragon seeds, or is it not that bit?
Oh, the
the
thing I
dragon
was,
seeds we'll
oh,
get
is it
to
the thing I
that.
was being facetious about?
I knew it was gonna say facetious again. You know, I knew it was gonna say it again.
Facetious?
Say it, man. Like, stop. We
He
don't
said
have
we
time.
don't need
We
no
have
black
22
people on
minutes,
dragons.
please.
He said we don't need no black people on
I
dragons.
did not say that.
That's what I'm
That's
guessing he
what-
said.
Did he not say that?
That's what I'm
come on,
guessing he
That's what I
said.
feel
He
like. That's
said
what I
it
feel
is.
like it's coming.
He
When
said
did
it's
I say
woke-
that?
What do you mean? When
He said
did you
woke
Did I say that?
nonsense.
Yes,
Sam,
you said that.
Just Sam,
Did I say
Sam,
that?
say what you said.
I did not say
Sam,
that.
say what you said. It's very simple.
I
Just say what
said
you
you should not
You
be.
said black people can't
Wait,
be on
what?
dragons
Wait, what?
because they can't swim.
I actually thought you were this.
I'm not even taking a piss. I was like,
Did he actually say that?
and
though?
then he was like, "Wait, black people can't swim," and then it's just the people around us. It was like, "Oh, okay, based on the
Yeah,
people."
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
we couldn't be
I
dragon
said,
riders,
look.
but
Wait.
This is me being facetious, obviously.
We need just like Jeremy.
Okay.
But I said among us, you three cannot be.
No.
Did I not say that?
Come on.
That's not how you said it.
Did I not say that?
That's not how you said it.
That's
not how you
crazy.
said it.
alright, let's not get drawn into that
Yeah,
then.
okay.
No,
Um,
We'll
let's
come back.
Okay, let's cut it out, man.
These are bigger points. But what did you not think
Yeah.
of the whole Seasmo thing? I thought that was sick. I can't lie.
yeah, the sea smoke thing was good. Yeah,
But
that
but also, I'll just to close this part off. He also said that he thought that you three could not claim a dragon.
yeah.
He said you don't have the mineral.
Yeah, that's. Do you think I'm good? Why am I
Look at
being
him staring.
He didn't say that.
bro?
I did not say that.
Yeah, yeah. I know the minerals
He did-
part.
yeah, he
Yeah,
said the minerals.
that was that.
But that's what he's saying. That's what
Yeah,
he's saying, though. That's what he's saying.
yeah. Nah,
That's
so
what he's saying, though.
Why you put it in my direction?
yeah, the sea smoke thing was good. But I want to get
to be
to.
fair, they both brought it up. To be fair, they were like, they think you'd think you'd be able to claim a dragon, then you get burnt.
Oh,
Yeah, I did not say that. He said
Well,
that.
he said it mainly.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I
I
said
mean,
it.
I'm dying. It's a quick death, innit? Like,
What was that guy's name? The one that Rhaenyra tried? What's the person?
Darkling.
That's him.
Yeah, Darkling.
I'm not darkling. Like,
Grabs the
relax.
sword as soon as Burn comes out.
If I'm not darkling,
Nah,
if
I feel like
anything,
he'd be too excited.
I'll
What
be
did you
too
guys-
arrogant. Like, I'll be going up there. Like, I'm not trying to show.
Let's do this
What
at the
did you
end,
guys
let's do this.
think?
Darkling was moving moist.
Okay.
What did you guys think about? Because there's a conversation Corliss has with Adam or Alan or whichever one, where he says about where the blood of the salt and
Oh yeah,
the
I'm salt
yeah,
and sea.
same.
salt and sea. Yeah.
That was to Alan,
Yeah,
the
like
bald one.
I didn't really care about it, but I
Yeah.
guess it was just him saying like,
Yeah.
my brother's always wanted like something bigger. I'm happy being like.
Because a lot of people, as you can tell, it's always book readers, but a lot of people are angry at the fact that a Velaryon would be able to ride one because I guess there must not be in
No,
the
We
book.
didn't know his mum, though.
no, the mum is
Yeah, that's the
Targaryen.
thing.
The mum had to have Targaryen blood.
racist.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah,
like-
to be fair, it could
But
be.
yeah, and there's the whole theory like that even the Velaryons, they've always been, the whole line is mixed with the Targaryens anyway, even
Yeah,
before
yeah.
Aegon. Like Aegon the Conqueror is Velaryon. Like
Yeah.
his mother was Velaryon, I believe, and his dad was obviously Targaryen.
So,
So
Lord
there was always
Corlys, is his hair naturally white, or is
Yeah.
it just because of age?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's yeah, it's white.
Yeah.
So the Velaryons have white hair.
As
like
well,
they
yeah.
look like the Targaryens as well, which is why they tried
White
to.
hair in season 1 was because he was old.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because what do you mean? We see his son. And I was like, oh, his son's got dark dreads.
No, his son had white hair. Leno had white hair.
No, I'm talking about Adam.
Oh, Adam, yes, but that's his
But then,
mother
like,
shit.
if his wife is Targaryen, then they should
Exactly.
he should have white hair, no?
No, but
could
again,
have
not
the
pure
same-
Targaryen. She wouldn't be pure Targaryen because she wasn't like she was just. No, it's like the way they have all these bastards around.
See,
You know, but like, okay.
Yeah, like it's the way they have these bastards running around. It's like,
Okay,
yeah,
so I
he
guess
didn't
it's
know. He didn't know her.
Recessive. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't know where the mother was from. Like, if she was noble, he would have known because obviously he would have met her there. But she was just a wench. So
Wench. Oh my
Fuck, you
God.
know. Fuck, you know.
that's the sailor
Get
term,
that rolled
innit?
off the tongue a bit too.
That's the sailor
Oh,
term,
yeah.
innit? Hey man, I'm bougie.
That's like when I said bastard earlier,
yeah,
innit?
I'm bougie. Like, hey, I call you a wench, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Jay
Jay saying mongrels was nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
That came out of
mongrels.
nowhere.
I don't disagree with him.
Hey,
No, I'm
Do you know who your father is?
hey, innit?
Yeah, but his father was highborn.
Hey.
Oh,
Nah,
His father was not a mongrel. His
Hey.
father was heir to. His father's heir to. His father's heir to Harrenhal.
Yeah,
Jason's becoming very close to being the number one pussy. on
He's
the show.
reformed. He's reformed.
He's classes.
Nah. Like,
He's
yeah,
So-
He's everything. He's everything.
he's classist. I'd say
as soon as a
so.
black guy walks in, he's
Yeah.
like,
No, he's married to
Yeah,
his
we got
his
to
wife
stop
is
that.
black.
It's
It's
not black.
None of that.
His
None of
wife
that.
is black.
Yeah.
And we know he loves
And
her.
the hand of the
She's
king's
the
black
only
too.
person he listens to.
Yeah, that's
so we
true.
can't even say like he's moving mad. Like you can't say that.
Okay, it's like Harry Potter,
What
then,
does that
like
mean?
the whole
Because his wife is black.
the whole mudblood thing.
that seems like a
No,
girl
you're- you're-
joke.
It's
the
like
whole racist angle. The whole racist.
Stage one.
Hey, hey,
Do
hey,
that all you
hey.
want.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
standing
wait,
on.
wait.
It's
I'm
like,
standing on this. I agree
wait,
with
wait.
Jason.
It's like Harry Potter, innit?
Mongrels and all.
Like,
Where are the
Mudbloods.
kids? Where are the kids?
What kids?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
What kids?
ain't it
What
supposed
kids?
to be-
I don't see no
married?
love and affection between them.
Are they married?
Yeah, they ain't kissed on camera yet, to be fair.
Wait, quick question. Are they married?
Stop it.
Are they married?
Nah, I don't think they are. I don't think they
Have
are.
they even hugged?
I think they are.
Wait, so
I don't
actually
think
it's
they
actually
are.
bare right.
Actually, to be fair, no.
Yeah.
Where are these
They're not
kids?
married. They're
It's
not
my
married.
son,
They're not
someone's
married.
getting married
They're
to
not
Tyrion.
married.
Yeah, they're not
That's it.
married.
They're not married. They're betrothed.
Betrothed.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they can't even have kids.
He's
like,
wasting
because
this
they're not
woman's
suppo-
time.
They're not supposed to.
One of our
How are you wasting
Queens.
women's time?
The the clock is running, you know. Hey,
one of our
alright,
black
guys,
It's
come
war time.
on,
Okay,
come on,
let's
come
carry
on,
on,
come
let's
on.
carry on, let's
So I wanted to bring up because obviously Sang's point was that you can't be giving dragons to anyone because there's risks involved. That was your main point in the chat. So do you want to just expand on that?
Okay,
a little
my
bit?
point is, I think it's very dumb that your queen
Mm.
decided to agree with giving.
Your queen's in the woods.
Listen,
Hey, look,
listen.
go.
Your queen decided to give the opportunity
DOFE by herself.
for
DIY.
someone to become a dragon rider,
Mhm.
and you don't even know who they are. To me, that is ridiculous. That is the biggest thing I have against the show, because, like, just think about it. You're arming people you don't even know. The biggest weapons in the realm.
So let me ask you this.
It's a big risk,
This is the
but
question.
It's a big risk.
Good gamble.
Like, this is
But
a question.
it's mad.
This
It's
is a
crazy.
question,
Yeah,
Miss,
here's a question for you.
This is a question, Miss.
Where's your queen's dragon?
This man walking around.
I was like, raw.
Pedestrian.
To the
hey,
woods.
hey, listen,
I was
man.
right. When they were talking to-
Only Rhaenyra has Uber in it, man. We don't got that around here, bro.
Here's the other question. Massaria asked.
Not even
Massaria asked her this question, right? To your point about like, oh, we
Vega
don't
said,
know
nah.
them. The people you do know are fighting against you, as far as like noble birth and all these other things, right? Because like you have Aegon, who's supposed to have sworn fealty to you and all these other things. They're fighting against you, so there's no guarantee whether or not they know you or not. It's just what it is. You have to accept the risk. I think Darren was saying this in the chat. Like a risk is a risk. This is a time of war. So your point about like not knowing them, that's an irrelevant point. If I have a chance to take advantage of a situation, I'm gonna just take the chance, like, and just
with no, what's it?
Even if I choose someone,
risk assessment of the whole situation.
No, there is a risk assessment.
There is a
even
risk
if it's a
assessment,
noble,
yeah.
even if it's
She did it quite quickly.
even if she chose, let's say she chose, I don't know, call a random house. Let's say she chose Celtigar, like House Celtigar. Someone had Targaryen blood, and she chose them because they're noble.
Jason Tatum.
And they're noble, right? Because we're saying like she knew them, they have history, whatever. And they
Man could have said Baratheon. Man said Celtic.
They then swear to the Greens. What
Or
then? It's the
Jalen.
same predicament, even though she knew them. You don't actually know who's going to be loyal to you or not. You can't say that for sure.
It's just a risk, man.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but at least with, for example,
risk. So this
Darklin.
is not a big point.
For example, Darklin was someone who bent the knee to her.
So
Someone that. What do you mean so?
Damon
That's
bent-
huge in
Damon
this.
bent-
yeah, but this
Sang,
is a guy. This
Sang,
is a guy
Damon bent the knee to her and still like.
Damon's
still
married to
defected.
her, bro, and could have
Damon's married
betrayed
to her
her.
and still
Like,
defected.
so anyone could betray
Defected?
anyone.
Yeah,
Damon
he
defected.
was creating
And then what happened in the end?
Damon is different. Damon is
Yeah, but we're
Targaryen.
talking about risk. Like, if we didn't
This
have
is a
that
massive
vision,
risk.
If we didn't have that vision, you would still be
Yeah.
fighting against her.
All I'm gonna say is your queen's son tried to kill your other queen's son. So this is like
You can't trust anybody.
Exactly.
Everyone is shady.
Yeah.
I get that, but
In full view of everyone, not even in secret.
you could have like got this idea at the start of the season, maybe done it at the end.
No,
You got the idea
Nah.
an episode ago.
That's not
I
a
mean-
point.
It's
bro.
it's ridiculous.
Because the point is, yeah, I don't think anyone in what you said before. I don't think, let's say they beat Vega or whatever, yeah. I don't think someone like Ulf is just gonna randomly say, "Fuck it, I want to be king," and just attack Rhaenyra and the rest of the
They just
dragons.
didn't have the backing.
Yeah, he doesn't have the backing. Like-
Hold on.
Hoff is like the half bastard of
No, it's not. It's
like-
he.
Damon and Viserys, I think.
Well, actually, to be fair, they both are.
They
No, they both
yeah.
are.
Wait, what are you gonna say?
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. Based on what you were saying, I'm just saying it doesn't really matter who. Like, it could be anyone. She could do bare research.
Yeah.
When that person gets the dragon, they could have a different
They
feeling.
could just they just do
They
it.
That's
could feel
fine.
Like,
That's
they could feel
fine,
Like,
yeah.
Rah, you know what? Like the guy who
Yeah.
has like personally, the guy who has Vermithor, he's the one whoever gets Vermithor is the one who you should have the eye on because
Yeah.
Exactly.
once they take out Vhagar, there's
Yeah.
a big problem in it.
But the way I see it is, she would have, I imagine, would still have more dragons on her side, so at
Exactly.
least they can try and take it down.
And I will
Also-
say, I will
But
say, this is where. So I will say this is where I think Jace could be important in my eyes.
This is what I was about to say. I think.
Is that because I think he's a pussy on now, but if he actually does his thing and tries to suss out people who are maybe trying to
Oh,
do
okay. I think
different
we're going
things,
different ways.
and is actually proactive against it, then I might be like, all right, cool. I'll
See,
give you that.
I think, yeah, there's going to be some kind of someone on her team is going to either betray her, switch
definitely.
sides, or something.
Number 4.
So I think you would, based on what we've seen of all of the characters, the obvious choice would be Ulf because of he's not.
But-
He's a messy guy. But I personally think it's going to be Jace. Based on what the show is
Nah,
based on,
Jason isn't going anywhere. It's
bro,
gonna-
you've
way.
seen
Jace isn't
at
going
every
anywhere.
step of the way he's
Brother,
questioned
there's
her.
no way.
Every step of the way,
Everything she's
he's gonna
doing-
get pissed off at some of the stuff that she does,
Do you
and
know why
then one day
do you know
he's
why he
just
can't
gonna.
do that
He ain't
now?
even got
Because
silver hair.
Damon's back in.
Let me sit down.
He can't do anything
Yeah.
because Damon's back in. Damon's back in. He's not doing shit. And the whole
That's why
reason
he
they're
dresses like
doing
him.
this, because he
Yeah.
will end up on the throne eventually. So he has no reason to go against them. Because again, if
No, but
Rhaenyra
he's
wins,
questioning his legitimacy already. Like,
no. He's
Yeah,
he's
man,
doing
check
that
his mum.
because he doesn't trust these guys. All he has to do is kill them, and he can do that whenever.
I'm just gonna have
Like-
to hold this here because let's move to. I'm gonna have to say one final word about Hugh as a character before we move on to episode 8.
Is that the Witcher guy?
Yeah.
I've not even seen The Witcher.
He looks like-
appearance
yeah,
wise.
yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like him,
But he was complaining about how he doesn't feel like he provided for his wife and dying daughter,
Mhm.
and he takes this big gamble to go and try and test to see if he can become a dragon lord. If he died, his wife is by herself now.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
he-
why.
What
Which is
else-
why.
what else
that's
is
a
he
good.
gonna
No,
do?
wait. You just stumbled onto what was going to be my next
I
point.
hear him though.
I think you're saying it's going to be
That's a
Jace
risk.
who defects. You're saying it might be Oath. I think Oath and Hugh are going to defect and betray them. Because
see, I said it's more likely to be Hugh
I
than
think it's
Ulf.
both. I think it's both of them. Hugh just does some big head shit, and Oath because of the conversation he had with his wife and
Hugh,
what his
you
wife
mixed
was
them up,
Hugh,
yeah.
what his wife was saying. Come with me to Tumbleton. Because that's where her brother lives and all these things. He cares about the small folk. The reason why it's solidified for me is because they were having a conversation at the dinner table, and she goes, "We have to kill innocents." Yeah, like he asked that question. He was like, Does that mean we have to kill innocents? Because I think if he then has to go attack his wife's people, he's gonna defect.
And this is
He's
why
not
you
gonna
should
get
vet
his wife. That's
the
why I
dragon
think
seeds.
He's done out here.
Yeah.
He wouldn't want to, but he can't. He's not gonna go against his wife. He's gonna betray Rhaenyra for his wife.
And doesn't he?
And Oath is already on some mad.
And doesn't he have like a close? No, I'm not saying it's legitimate, but isn't he kind of close related to?
Yeah,
Rhaenyra
he's
over
Daemon.
to everyone else.
He's Daemon.
Like half brother or something.
Yeah, like half brother, yeah.
Not half
So-
brother. Nephew.
His
nephew,
mother
yeah.
was
Cousin.
Because his mum was
His
the
cousins.
one.
She was in
Yeah,
a brothel.
Yeah, brothel girl.
yeah. He's Daemon's and Viserys' cousin.
Yeah.
I like that they addressed like Rhaenyra saying, "Oh, we should actually see who these guys are." Or, like we don't even know them.
Queen is smart.
No,
Exactly.
that is what she should have done
No.
before giving them the dragons.
It
Really.
doesn't matter when you give it to
What do
them.
you
Hey, listen,
Now you got-
guys
now
are
you got
a-
Oath and
a
Hugh
clown at the
who might
table making
defect.
jokes, so
He was gonna be that regardless.
It's Newman.
Yeah, he was gonna be that regardless.
None of you vetted him before.
I mean, that's I can't like he just claimed the dragon. You gotta allow him a little bit.
listen, guys.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is we just need to wait for Helena's
Plus,
prophecies
he's
to come
still
true.
yeah.
That's-
He's
segue
talking
into episode 8.
Yeah,
Big her up.
So episode 8.
Oh, finale.
fucking bullshit.
Finale.
episode, bro.
the finale.
Might as well.
The finale.
Wait, before we get onto it, I will just say that that whole thing with Vermithor burning everyone was hard.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I mean, they definitely have something in the back of them.
Bargain
I'd be
bucket.
pissed. I'd be pissed.
Them not have to hold that, but fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Right,
Rhaenyra
so-
turning dark, fantastic.
And
Queen-
Silverwing going to King's Landing and then coming back, and then Vhagar flies to Dragonstone, sees Rhaenyra.
Oh yeah, people were confused. People were confused about that scene when Oath goes to King's Landing and then
They got me.
like,
I can't lie.
yeah.
They got me on that one.
No,
I can't
like
lie.
yeah, like
I thought he'd just run.
No,
Same.
he was.
Same.
Yeah, people were confused. Like, oh, what's he doing here? They were baiting him because Rhaenyra was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
"Come
We got
here
that.
and come
We
see
got-
this."
we got that. We
Yeah,
got- thank you.
No. I'm not talking about you. Though. I'm talking about. I was looking
General,
at reviews.
yeah.
Like people were like, "Why is he going there?" And they were like, "Oh, why would Aemon like chase him all the way there? Didn't he see them?" It's like that's the point. They
Good
wanted
old
him to
bait
come
and
there.
switch.
Okay.
That's a big
In
flex.
some
I
ways,
like that.
that's where the finale could have ended, right there.
I disagree.
Honestly,
Where-
based on what we got,
Where Aemon saw the dragons, like, oh shit.
Yeah, that
based
actually,
on what we got,
that would have been good.
If it ended there,
That
I'd be
would've been
pissed,
good.
but not as
Yeah.
pissed as I am now.
Very
I'd have
pissed.
been
I'd be
pissed.
pissed.
I like
Not
the
as
episode.
pissed as
Like,
I am
this
now.
one as a
Not
first
pissed as
episode, I think
now.
would have
This
been
episode
okay.
didn't need to
And that's the
happen.
best episode of the
All
season.
right, let's go on to the finale
Episode
then.
Nah.
Tyrion Lannister allies with the Triarchy. Laris convinces Aegon to exile to Bravos temporarily.
I just went there for an orgy.
Rhaena discovers Sheep Stealer. Gawain challenges Kristen, who regrets the war. Aemon destroys Sharp Point in anger. Rhaenyra
That makes no
Christian
sense.
propaganda. Oh my god.
Not Chris. Aemon doing burn the burn people. that make no
Rhaenyra
sense.
declares war despite hoping her dragons would prevent it. Jace is
Bullshit.
angered by Ulf's behavior. Alan rejects Corlys's reconciliation attempts. Oh, that word almost killed me. Rhaenyra and Adam head to Harrenhal on Simon Strong's warning about Daemon. Daemon has visions at a weirdwood tree. Pledges loyalty to Rhaenyra. Helena refuses to fly a Dreamfire in battle, predicting Aemon's death. Alicent offers to surrender King's Land. Alicent offers to surrender King's Landing to Rhaenyra through Orwell's help, and Otto is briefly imprisoned, and soldiers from across Westeros.
No, I can't lie. She was doing the fuckery there.
Has Otto imprisoned? I don't think I got
Did we
that.
care?
They haven't told
They
us.
just showed the cage.
Nah, just
I
the
would,
cage.
who would you guess?
My guess
Okay.
is Breezebury. Those people in
I would have thought it'd be like
the guy
Larry
that
Strong.
the guy that
yeah,
That'll be
they
good.
killed in the council.
yeah
That'll be
him
good. That's what I'm
Be-
thinking.
yeah Beesbury yeah
Wait, the guy in season 1.
Yeah, the
season
old man that
2,
Kristen killed.
season 2 it's
Season
the
two.
start of season 2 yeah
I would have thought it was like Larry
Is it
Strong.
starting
Yeah,
season
Laris
2?
would be good.
yeah oh it could
No, it
be
was season
Laris
one.
That's
yeah.
what I
Got
was-
Laris. He's
No,
got
it was season 2.
Aegon,
I read it.
he's just
I read it.
collecting
Yeah,
Targaryens.
it's like episode 2, I think,
Targaryens and Hightower.
or maybe episode 1. Yeah.
We got 5 minutes left. Let's.
All right. So yeah, what did you guys think of the finale briefly?
Unnecessary
to be fair, I
scenes.
really liked it. To be fair, I thought like the acting was like I think great, like, especially like
From who?
Alison and
Don't do
Rhaenyra.
that.
The final scene. What are you talking about?
No, that's that scene. That's what I said from
Yeah,
who.
okay, yeah.
Like
Like
Alison, yeah, okay.
overall, those two, that scene itself was just like.
Cinematography as well.
Overall, I say first half. of
Rhaenyra
it
is
started
looking
with-
fine this season. I don't know what
Rhaenyra.
it is. Yeah, that actress.
I mean,
It's different, bro. Like her with Vermithor. Yeah. Not her in real life. I don't like her as much in real life.
that's less. I'm not talking about that. Anyway,
Emma Darcy.
I'm just talking about looks. Like the fuck. Don't fight me.
but yeah, what else? We saw what's it called? We saw a vision of obviously what happens Game of Thrones and the Night King.
Oh,
But for me, the Night King
That
was looking
stupid.
meaty.
Yeah.
Like,
Why couldn't they
Night
just
King?
get the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
The
yeah.
thing?
Evening
crazy.
King, the
Wait,
Sunset
wait,
King,
wait,
like
wait,
it was
It's like
They're-
why
they're
do
saying-
new prosthetics where you could literally just get a whole scene
They're
from the
saying
show
it's
and put
before
it in there?
surgery, innit? Before the cosmetic
I
surgery.
will say it does look like one of his generals. So
No, it was supposed to be him. Though.
I think it was supposed to be him. Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
Why
Allegedly,
not? Why
allegedly.
do that? Why not just take a whole scene from Game of Thrones? And
Why
just
do
put
we
it in
even
there?
need to see that?
Don't do that.
Nah.
Don't do that. I would have taken one off.
No, not
Take
the
a
whole
scene.
scene. I'm just talking about like a snapshot. You already
No,
have
don't
those
do
shots.
that.
Like it's not like we need to see dialogue in the vision.
It's like
They
10
just
million an
showed it.
episode. You can shoot something.
What dragon was it at the end? Was it the one
So
that
what-
dies in Game of
second.
Thrones, or was it just a random vision?
I don't know.
Dragon, I'm not
There was a
sure.
there was a
I'm not
dragon
That
that
died,
died
didn't it?
in a vision.
That Daemon saw.
Oh, that was the last dragon, I think.
The
That was
last-
meant to be the last dragon, yeah.
The last dragon ever.
when-
Like, I think ever.
That
What, Drogon?
It better not be.
I don't know. Like, I'm sure that
No,
was.
that was that. I thought that was. Correct me if
Was
I'm
that
wrong,
his
but I
dragon?
thought that was the vision of when the one of
Daenerys'
Daenerys' dragons dying,
Yeah.
where the Night King kills him.
Nah, but it was surrounded by fire though. wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it's meant to be like the last dragon that's ever. Like, it's in the end of
fair
the line
enough,
of
but I
the
thought-
dragons of
Dragon was like
the Targaryens.
the ice bit, and then it was even in the water.
Yeah, true. I'll have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, I would say I agree with you, Anthony. It was a good finale.
finale was not good.
However, it was a good finale for what actually happened.
It was a good episode. I
And-
agree
Yeah,
with the
thank
finale.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's a good episode. It's not a good
episode.
finale.
I would say if there was another episode right after it, I'd be like, yes.
Yeah, it did feel like a build up.
Yeah, yeah.
innit?
Thank you.
Like there was no nothing shocking like
feel
last
like- I
season.
feel
Not
like
even
everything-
shocking. There's no conclusion to anything.
Yes, I was about to say for everything that
Must
he
it be
said,
concluded?
like, yeah, but for
Well,
everything
finale,
that he
yes.
said, like nothing is showing. Like nothing.
Future Aegon.
What?
Future Aegon.
Yeah, but he was showing like plague like that.
They showed him in the vision.
Yeah, the guy with the scar.
Oh, I didn't see that. I have to go back and watch it.
Spoilers.
And I have to.
Oh no, that's not Future Aegon.
Is it not?
I thought that was Old Man in the Tree.
Three-Eyed Raven. Yeah, that's
Brendan
him.
Rivers.
Yeah, Brendan Rivers.
That's
yeah.
who he is. It's not.
Yeah,
Aegon.
it's the Three-Eyed Raven. Yeah,
Yeah, it's Three-Eyed Raven.
The guy
because they
with
showed the
Yeah,
Raven
with the
as
red
well.
scar. Yeah, that's a Three-Eyed
'Cause
Raven.
he's
That's not Aegon.
He's like a Targaryen.
Yeah, he's a
bastard, isn't he?
Targaryen.
like him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Targaryen.
It's a
Targaryen bastard, I think.
yeah. It's supposed to be like a old Targaryen
Yeah.
thingy. Yeah, and it makes sense that he would give him the visions because like is sending the
Oh.
visions to his kid.
That Raven looked meaty as well.
Yeah.
That looked terrible.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I think the effects of a lot of the show was done quite well for the
Yeah,
most
but
part.
that
But
last
the
one-
one thing
Which
that
one?
they never seem to be able to
Three-Eyed
get well. The one thing they never
think
seem to
that's
be able
fine.
to get well is when people are on a dragon and they look kind of past them on the dragon. Like for me, the effects of that always look quite bad. Like the first time I noticed it was
Oh, I
Daenerys
think-
in the Colosseum. You know, like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you know,
I
like
see
when
what- I
you
know
see
what you're saying.
their
The-
perspective,
yeah,
as if they're in,
POV,
you know, like they're in a
yeah.
car type thing. Like
I thought it was fine. Like Oath's one, I really liked.
yeah, also one look fun. No,
Also
when they're
was
flying,
sick.
it looks good.
Yeah.
But like you know, like when they're like, let's say like on the ground and they're kind of like you might be able to see people
Oh, fair
type
enough.
thing.
I
Like when you
don't- I
see,
think it's fine.
I'll find one and I'll show you.
I thought they did it.
For some reason, I'm just looking at my note. Yeah, one of my notes was because about is it Adam or Alan? For some reason, I put being bald by choice is crazy
Oh yeah, because he was shaving his head.
because he has the silver hair in
Yeah.
it.
Someone who pissed me off was Raina. Because I'm like,
Her whole
Bro.
story
She
like
had
her
one
whole
job.
story like
look after those kids.
she
And
just
you're
left
down.
How
him.
many
You're
times?
shivering in the
How
wind.
many times do we need to see her looking for the dragon,
dragon.
like
And
just
it's-
gasping
wait,
for air and like?
And they don't like not
there's
do
only
that.
Wait,
so many-
what?
No,
Talk about no resolution.
Listen, there's only so many times we need to look at her and she's like
Thank
gasping
you.
for air or
Thank
doing
you.
this,
Oh my God.
moping
Then you
around.
might want to be Dragon
like,
Riders. You ain't got
Thank
it.
you.
No
Come
persistence.
on, man.
And even I'm not gonna lie. I was
Like maybe
I was-
once or twice, not 6 or 7
I was
times.
disappointed by
You
Sheep's
think
Teeth.
finding a dragon is easy?
I was disappointed by the
they
dragon.
showed her a couple times.
I was
man.
disappointed by the
Barely.
dragon when they showed
No,
it.
I'm talking about from the very first time that she leaves the kids and goes to look for a sheep stealer. It's like over 2 or 3 episodes now.
Yeah.
Wait, do you think
Yeah.
getting a dragon is easy?
It is. It's over like 2 or 3 episodes that she's looking for
Yeah, but
a
if she
sheep
finds
stealer.
it in the next
Yeah.
episode, I'm thinking, raw, how did she just find
Yeah,
it?
but it shows
A
her so
wild
many
dragon.
times. Like I
It's a
didn't
wild
see her
dragon.
fucking
To be fair,
shivering and
I wouldn't
sleeping.
even ask
Like,
that question because they showed you where the dragon was eating. So
Yeah.
there's only a certain location the dragon's gonna be. Like if you just told me she found it the next episode.
What do you mean
cool.
certain location? It's a fucking dragon that flies. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, but they have like feeding grounds, and they showed us that because there was bare skeletons, so it was like finding.
Well,
food,
finding a
really good to
dragon,
eat.
like one dragon in all of like.
Bro, I'm just saying
West
that's not
Eerie.
important. That's
Hard,
not
isn't it?
important to drag over 3 episodes. Is all I'm saying. But like I was disappointed by Sheep Stealer. I thought Sheep Stealer would look
okay.
a lot cooler than.
Nothing's been said.
What?
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Okay, let me finish with this. Overall, if you're looking for a sick finale, it's not that. It's not like Vhagar eating up Lucerys. It's not like
eating up Lucerys.
Yeah, it did, yeah. Okay, it's not like Vhagar killing Lucerys. But overall, I would say the Vision thing concluded the whole season well. Because for me, I was thinking, is Daemon going to turn against Rhaenyra?
That was it's so cheap because now
Why
it's
is it
just
so
like
cheap?
nah, it's so cheap because a lot of and again
we
this
knew
is
what was gonna happen.
the
Like,
vision.
Daenerys,
The vision is one thing. The whole part where she was telling freaking where Helena was telling Aemon, "You're gonna die here. You're gonna die in the God's wood."
Nah,
like
she didn't tell him. Well, she said.
She
I saw you
said-
disappear in the God's eye.
exactly,
She didn't say like, oh.
and you're never seen again.
Yeah. So that means
Yeah.
he's drowned. Or
It's
whatever,
finished.
Like, he's done.
Yeah, no, but like she's not like she told him. Oh,
I thought the vision was
tomorrow.
calm. I don't see
No,
what was
but
wrong with that.
I just don't like knowing that because like
I like
that's
the way she stood up to him though. I thought she.
No,
I thought she
no,
was
but the
getting
thing is
smacked.
that we already know a lot of the stuff
you can
that's
do
gonna
that,
happen.
but then it's lazy not to like have actual dialogue for that because she didn't have to say that. She literally didn't. And the other thing is, she was having that vision in real time with Daemon, which is crazy to me because she was like, it almost looked
She's
like
a witch.
yeah, like she was basically giving him the vision, same as the three-eyed raven at that point.
But yeah.
His problem isn't the visions. His problem is Helena telling Aemon the vision.
Final thoughts. Nani.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think it summarized the whole season well, especially because the thing that was letting it down for me was Daemon in Harrenhal. Because if you got...
I'm going to be so real, yeah. I don't think the Harrenhal thing was that much of a problem.
It was slow.
It's just... Because what I will say is that I do like the fact that they're actually bringing like the whole Harrenhal is haunted thing to life in it. Like, because I realized in Game of Thrones they're just oh yeah, Harrenhal's haunted, Harrenhal, oh it's haunted, oh Balerion and the Black Dread, oh my god. We're seeing it now. And I like in the finale when the guy that was trying to snake Rhaenyra was like, oh, did you hear that? And Daemon was like, yeah, okay, like, you know, it's just a Wednesday now, like, it just happens. Like, I like that now. We probably could have got there a bit quicker, but
It makes it more satisfying.
if we're talking about something that drags, and I was like, I'll let you finish, but it's like, that whole thing with the new people and the Lannister guy, that whole thing was a complete waste.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been there.
Waste.
I was thinking, who's this budget Joan of Arc? I'm like,
Mate.
what is this?
But it does make sense because if we see when the sea snake starts fighting these
These are
pirates,
side characters,
They
I
could have
don't
just
care.
popped up.
I don't
They
care.
could have just popped up. I'm so real. They could have popped
Really?
up. They could have popped up.
What did we learn about her? Like,
Did it?
oh, she has like many wives.
And what did we learn about the
yeah, but
Lannister?
they all respect her, so she's
But it's
very.
like, it wasn't even that much of a trial. He got a few licks in and was like,
Exactly.
oh, yeah.
It's not like
You know
you're.
what? I respect you, but I'm like, but that's dead.
We've been told throughout the whole show, this sea snake, the Lord of the Tides, is the big. He's the big dog on the sea.
Exactly. We ain't seen it.
No, we haven't seen it,
The only thing we've seen is Daemon.
but now they're building up
threw up
to
the
it.
triarchy. That was
I'm not
it.
gonna see anything. He's gonna die.
Yeah, he's gonna
His
get
son's
packed up.
gonna die. They're gonna die in each other's arms. He's gonna be like, oh, okay.
For me, my problem is, I know if it had went faster, people might have even complained that it was going too fast. Like, I don't mind them taking their time, and especially with this.
No, because you know why?
Let me finish though. Let me finish. Especially with, because the whole thing about Daemon going to Harrenhal is to basically undermine Rhaenyra. Like she looks really weak right now. In that time that he was gone to Harrenhal, right? She had basically lost her husband, who was a dragon rider.
Yeah.
Like she didn't even know when he was coming back, or if he still had
But she sent him there.
allegiance.
She sent him there though.
No, he just left.
No, but that was like that was his task before he was gonna go anyway. Like he was supposed to get the people from the Riverland.
But as a viewer, I'm thinking, is it possible that Daemon might actually become a third party in all of this? He's got the army, and he wants to be king.
It never would. It never. The thing is that whole like will he or won't he thing. It never
was too long.
It never made sense because we kind of got over that in season 1.
No, we didn't.
And two, it's like okay, if we're dealing with like
He's still
that-
questioning, man.
that the whole he's only questioning it between him and Rhaenyra from a whole insecure point of view. Like but ultimately, like he knows that he doesn't really want it, because if he wanted it, he could have just done all of this ages ago. If he really, he knows if he really wanted, he could have just killed Rhaenyra and this could have been done. He knows. But it's like he's just doing all of this.
Would you be this confident in that opinion if he didn't have those visions and didn't see why he had a big part to play in all of this?
At the end.
Yeah. But say that he didn't have any of these visions.
Okay, I would say before
would you question his allegiance still?
Before the visions,
or not?
I was like, there's a chance he could. But I was just thinking...
Exactly, but now we know.
No, but I was just thinking, one, it doesn't make sense, especially after she got all these new dragons. It's like...
We didn't even see him reacting to that. The idea that she gave dragons to common folk.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. But I'm just saying, he
we needed to see that.
I
but now it doesn't matter because he's pledged allegiance to her.
But I agree. But obviously, it doesn't matter because he needs to bend the knee. He needs to hold that. He needs to play his position. And that's what he should have done in the first place. Because ultimately... this side needs to win, and that's basically what he kind of.
Yeah, but again, as a viewer, that's why I like the finale, because now I know concretely that he is going to be, he's pledging to Rhaenyra fully, but before then I wasn't sure, and that was a big problem for me.
I mean,
I wasn't sure.
I almost feel like he could have pledged his allegiance to Rhaenyra without the visions, but the vision would have just helped his conviction. In making sure, not necessarily for her, but just
if that's the case, you don't get people to call you the king or your grace.
No, I'm not talking about then. I'm talking
and get offended when they call you king consort.
At the beginning of this finale, like by then, that's how Daemon is.
Not really. I wouldn't say that.
That's how he would.
If anything, you could argue that he was more further away because he had the army. The moment where Rhaenyra walks in, that's all of his men.
Yeah, but remember all of those. Yes, but all of those people have done it because Viserys said that Rhaenyra was heir.
Well, he's getting them to call him king. So.
Yeah, no, but he's not king.
Even the guy. Oscar Tully, like all the men are like the bannermen for like Oscar Tully. Like, and they all swore oaths to Rhaenyra or Viserys. So, like, if Daemon was like, "Oh yeah, I'm opposed," like, "Oh well, our oath is stronger than our allegiance to you." They even called him Prince, like the episode before. So, it's like even if Daemon was like, "Oh yeah, these are my men," like the new Lord Oscar Tully would not have allowed.
I'm not saying that it couldn't.
Rhaenyra had to check it there.
I'm not saying it would have happened. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But as a viewer, I'm not sure until he had those visions.
I think from episode 6 when Oscar Tully was like putting him in his place, he already lost.
Yeah,
because from when he was like, "Oh, go do all these war crimes," and now he's having by this man who you like snubbed like a few episodes ago. Now he's come back. He's now the man in charge. Now he's telling you, "Yeah, kill him." Yeah, it's like do this like. Do our dog, like be our dog. Listen to us. Like you want our army. And he even said he called him a prince. It was like hold you, like watch your tongue, boy. And he's like, do you want my army or not?
Yeah,
like, so he's like at that moment, like he lost his power.
Yeah.
So the visions that came afterwards was like, okay, yeah, fair. Put him in his place.
Yeah.
But he was already losing ground anyway.
Because it wasn't the way the visions for me.
That's a fair point.
It was never about. For me, at that point from the vision, it's not about Rhaenyra. It's about like you said, it's the bigger battle at that point.
Mm.
So yes, okay, we have to get Rhaenyra on the throne because, if she's on the throne, then the whole Targaryen thing can happen. But outside of that, I was just like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good show and it's a good season, but I feel like I've been hoodwinked. And the fact that the next season's not coming out for 2-3 years is a fucking piss take.
Yeah, but now we're getting smoke in the whole of season 3.
I don't think so.
We're getting full smoke. Yes, we are.
We thought we could get smoke this season.
We should be getting half smoke this season.
From episode 4 onwards, we're like, some people were like, oh yeah.
There was too much smoke in season 1 for there to be smoke in this one.
What?
There was no smoke in season 1.
What are you talking
about?
What do you mean?
Embers.
We saw episode
Sorry, let me say it again. We saw the queen's son get killed.
One thing.
And then we saw the king's son get beheaded.
And I can't lie, that wasn't even it for me.
Yeah, see, it was only episode 8 season.
This is where the politics come in, like into Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon.
No, but if there's only 4 seasons, I can't lie. They're starting to lose me slightly.
I mean, yeah, the politics only ended when Hightower went.
I can't lie. After season 1, like that's the politics. Like we already got it on point. We know, okay, that's the level of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Now we're looking season 2. How are we differentiating from Game of Thrones?
Because like the
Dance with
politics
Dragons.
and
This is it.
like
No,
as much as I like
And the dance will be in season 3.
the only politics that happened in this season was people sneaking people in or like taking people out.
Yeah.
Like
But that
there
could
wasn't
happen
really much.
during the fights. That could happen during the like.
There wasn't really much in terms of like I mean obviously we see.
We've got one dragon dead. No, we've got 2 dragons dead as well.
But not. But what?
Yeah, but one on each side though. It's still balanced.
And it's like what difference is it really making in like
You have to remember,
like where we were from the beginning of the season to the end?
But
What
Team
difference-
Green
apart from
is down to its last
Talk
dragon.
about that, Jesus.
Team Green is down to its
Didn't even talk about Alison.
Oh yeah, she's desperate.
That's great. I didn't see that coming, you know. I didn't see that coming.
Oh no, it was. Oh, I saw it.
I shouted. I can't lie. I shouted. I was like, oh my god, who's that?
Yeah, no, that was pissing me off. I can't lie.
I was like, your team is in tatters.
No, I can't lie. I was happy with Rhaenyra like giving it to her in that scene. Like she handled it well, I guess.
Yeah.
Like she could have folded and be like, you know what, let's go the peace
Like
way.
you made virtue your armor. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
And it was like, yeah, a couple. What was it? A couple. When I checked you a couple days ago, you told
Yeah.
me. You told me it's blood.
you're like, oh, it's too late. And now you're
It
like,
started now. The train left the station.
what is it?
Now she's coming back groveling.
Come with me.
That's why Darren had to leave. Because this part could happen. No, Alison.
He's team green as well.
Nah, but he knows
But I know, but this season has taken me back a little bit.
that. But I will say, Alison.
We've taken big hits. I can't lie.
Brought you back. The trade's gone.
No.
You have to go
Yeah.
for a platform line and 3 quarters now.
The only thing I will respect her now is if she escapes with Helena. And if she actually. Oh, actually. Sorry. Obviously, with the deal that she's making.
She has to choose her son.
Obviously, she's going to choose Aemon.
Oh yeah, of course. Even before, I mean,
Yeah, before
at this
everything.
point,
Aegon's gone, man.
Well,
No,
she
no,
didn't know. She doesn't know that at this point.
Yeah, she doesn't know. Even if she had the choice between Aemon and Aegon, she would have chosen Aemon.
Of
because
course.
Aemon's a fucking tyrant. bro.
Yeah.
Problem.
He's the property
He's
house.
a big problem.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh, I didn't mother you and I. Da, 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 da. And there was
Yeah.
that one moment I can't like earlier in a few episodes when she had her hand on his face, and then there was that moment.
I thought she was gonna slap him,
There was that moment of okay, he might like
and then he just.
and it was back to the kitchen.
But that's the problem with Aemon. Like once he's gotten to King Consort, Prince Regent, sorry, status, you can't get rid of him now. He's got the biggest dragon in the whole Westeros. You can't kill him. You can't.
You can.
If any member of Team Green cannot kill.
I mean, you have to catch him sleeping. You have to get the.
Yeah, no,
No, but if you're Team Green, you can't kill him. He's your leader now. He's the only one with a dragon.
I
He's the
mean,
only one with a
His
dragon.
mum might say otherwise.
What do you mean?
His mum might say
No,
otherwise.
but they're wise enough
Yeah,
to
but-
know where this leads.
His mum's gonna.
No, if you kill Aemon, you're basically giving up the war.
They're finished.
No, they're gonna have to give it up.
The queen is queen. The queen is going to another queen. Be like, yeah, you know what? I could just come and just go take our land.
Yeah.
I'm
Infiltration, you know.
And she was like, you have to choose.
Spooks.
Oh
Yeah.
That's what she is.
You have to choose. She was like, oh damn, I'm Lena now. I'm Helena now. That's crazy. From the start of the episode.
Do you guys see Helena doing bits?
We ain't even seen her dragon yet. Oh my.
For me,
days.
she's done bits. What, Helena?
Yeah, we ain't seen her dragon. Her dragon's mad apparently.
Going forward, is this where Team Green goes down?
They're down. They're sliding.
It's that. You know what? You know it's down. And you
It's
know
like
what's
cheese
even
down
worse?
the hill.
Yeah. You know what's like cheese run. You know what's even worse. I actually almost don't like it because it's like it's weighed so heavily in Rhaenyra's favor.
And this is why Saul's betrayal will be massive.
No, but it's
Because if anyone joins from
no,
like
it's not
anyone big,
massive.
imagine we get Vermithor.
No, but the reason why it's not massive because it's obvious. It's so heavy in Rhaenyra. It's so heavy in Rhaenyra's favor that it's like, oh, so how is it gonna like blah 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 blah?
We need defection.
I mean,
defection.
Everyone on the
Someone's gonna
sea wiped out for sure.
Yeah, in my mind, the
Hey, we got
land
Crispy.
armies, that doesn't matter.
He's got plot armor.
Oh, the propaganda, the way they're trying to make him like a soft character. I'm like, oh,
Land armies are finished.
we're too far gone. There's no Crispin redemption arc. He dies.
Yeah.
Crispy.
No, he's finished. He's done.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But he's winning wars. He's winning battles. Sorry, he's winning
Yeah,
battles.
he needs to
And
win
crying
the battle with
after.
himself.
Yeah.
The battle in his mind. Oh,
I mean, that's
Or
the,
he loses.
that's the battles he's got to make.
Sniffing handkerchiefs.
This up, bro.
Like,
No
oh,
press. Can't-
She saves me from what? A 14-year-old girl.
No, when he said, "Oh, she saved me from myself," I was like, "You fucking dickhead."
Yeah,
You
I was
fucking
like,
dickhead. And then here you were in a small council, disrespected her. Disrespect. Jesus. There in the corner with his little hand.
He made a whole necklace from his.
I know he's a fucking pussy.
Waste, man.
Talking about what was it in Rainier when he was talking to Rainier? You want me to be your whore? Here he is being a Queen's Regent's
That's what I
whore.
said.
Fucking dick. Oh my nah. And then the brother was the one with the sword. Should have gave him a little.
Honestly, at least like throw like back of your glove. Slap. I challenge you to
Do the Tyrion slice on the face. Something.
Yeah.
Something.
Take away the handkerchief. Take it away. Burn it.
Exactly. You know what he's doing with that. It's crazy.
The brother should have killed him.
Yeah, he was out here pretending. Oh no, I just use this to clean my swords afterwards. I'm like, waste, man. Like we know what you're doing. So. He's gonna wash it afterwards and start sniffing it again.
And then he said, "Oh yeah, you know you can't say nothing because that will put your family's name in tatters. How would that look? You know that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, you know how that would look. Oh, what the hand and the Queen's Regent.
Mm.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
And it was like, oh, what about your men's? Like, are they pure? I was like, what? You literally sent one of them to get murdered. You're like, oh, like, what do you mean? None of these men are noble. Like, what do you mean? These are your men.
Jeez.
Out here with your dirty cloak. Why is he wearing a cloak?
Okay, one
He has
thing.
to wear a black cloak next season.
100%. And one thing about these cloaks.
That'd be a cool name, the black cloaks.
Hmm.
So,
No, I was going to say something, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
What I will say about these cloaks is that one, it doesn't make sense why they're so long because they're always in mud.
Oh, that's
They're always in mud and they're always in shit, so it don't make sense.
like Team Green. That's
Crazy.
honestly
No Febreze as well. So
No, we're in the mud.
Finished.
I can't lie.
finished.
stinky.
Helena,
Watch when we get one of your dragons, though. Watch.
Hey,
I like her. I like Helena.
we need to.
Then there's a problem.
We need a handicap.
What are we saying? Three-eyed raven, is she?
Helena.
I mean, if she turns out like one of her, because they've got wait, how many children have they got a daughter?
Because she's seen too many things.
Mm.
She's seen too many things now.
If she gives birth to a three-eyed raven, I'm like, oh, you know, fair.
Any last words about House of the Dragon?
What would you give out of 10?
Season, I can't remember what I gave last season, but maybe 0.5 above that. Maybe 8.
I still think it's a very good show.
I prefer to last season. I don't know.
I don't know if it's better than last season. I will say the dragon action is obviously better, but
But everything's ramping up.
no. But I'm not talking about the action. I'm talking about like even just seeing the dragons and the interactions with them.
Yeah, I can.
You did get a lot of that in season 1 though, with like the training and stuff. Like, so I don't really know, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, I feel like because we had the long period of the whole Daemon Finn and Harrenhal today. Well, no, in this season. But in the last season, we had the whole thing of like Laenor and his relationship and like, are they going to cover up that relationship? That
I think
marriage?
season 1 is better actually.
You think so?
I think so. You know,
I don't know.
especially with the half, like the young Rhaenyra
Oh,
and the young
the-
Alicent.
Nah, the Finn was season 1 as well. Was just weird with the whole aging of the people as well. I think
It's
that
only Kristen that fucked it.
nah, because
It's Kristen that fucked it.
It was what's it called? Because
It's Kristen.
no, you know Viserys, his wife before him was going to be, I think Daemon's wife, who ended up being Daemon's wife. But then she looks much older than like.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what's it called? Viserys, after his wife died, he was going to marry one of Lord Corlys's and Rhaenys's kids.
Yeah, the young one.
Yeah, but she ended up being Daemon's wife.
Yeah, the old one.
And she looked so much.
Vhagar's first rider.
So Kristen,
Was it Vhagar?
the one who died by Dragonfire.
It was Vhagar, right?
Yeah, Vhagar.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I didn't realize that was the same one. Yeah, she looks bad old.
Oh, okay, I hear
and the
that.
kids as well.
Okay, I can hear that one. I didn't even clock that one. I didn't clock that one.
Cause like she started off like a little kid, and then she's like, oh, now she's like. In the
I will say this: would I prefer to watch season 1 over season 2? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, in terms of like actual like politics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I guess like the dragons aren't really there.
Because like you said with the last scene in the finale, like with
Actually,
Alicent
I feel like
and
season-
Rhaenyra, there's more of that in season
season
1
one was better.
than there is
Season one
in
was
season
better.
2.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
season one was
better.
It's definitely better. Definitely better.
I'll still give the season like an 8.
Yes, 8. It's good.
Yeah, okay, I say this is 0.5 below last season.
Yeah.
But season 3 is gonna be a 10.
No,
That's
it
what I'm
ha-
saying.
No, it has to be now.
but I don't
It has
know
to be
what-
now.
It will be.
I don't know.
The action's gonna be
know.
fire.
I thought I'd see action this season with that camera turn at the end. But
Yeah, and that's why we'll get action in the
after
next one.
seeing that Sunset King, I'm like, oh, I like that.
And that's a wrap.